I doing here? Wait a minute, you want me to intro the Opie and Anthony show? You gotcha. Hey, it's Larry King welcoming you to the Opie and Anthony show right here on Sirius XM Satellite.
Yeah, oh, fuck yeah! Oh, the place is insane!
You guys like to cuss on there, right?
Yeah.
It's a weird show.
Yes, interesting interviews and, of course, your phone calls as well. It's not the most talked about, not the most written about, and certainly not the most listened to show in the history of radio, but I'm still proud to intro it.
The show is so disorganized.
Holy shit.
It's so fucking bizarre.
Everybody's not politically correct. Opie and Anthony were saying that. Well, then turn off goddamn Opie and Anthony, you dumbass.
We're experts and we already know this is going to be great radio, so shut the fuck up. Where else are you going to be able to say that and get paid for it?
Now, ladies and gentlemen, it is with great pride that I presented this, by the way, one of the highlights of my career, the Opie and Anthony show. By the way, who's Jim Norton?
By the way, morning. Oh, good morning. Well, that sounds a little off, but what are you going to do? Sounds a little tinny, but does it? Yeah, a little bit on my end. A little weird. I don't know what it is, but I'll just deal with it. But give me 10 minutes, it'll sound like every other day. There it is. My ears are very adaptable. Very adaptable. Hi, everyone.
Yeah, maybe we should turn off the new lights.
You think that's...
Or turn them down a little bit.
That might be doing it. Oh, God. No, not off.
Oh, you said... I guess there's a lighter shade of yellow now today.
A lighter shade of pale, Opie.
How about we do this?
Yeah.
We don't want yellow.
We don't want yellow.
Let's move the fuck on from yellow.
I thought we actually...
Please.
I thought we actually got... Oh, God, no, that's not it. It's now it's... Oh, I got God. Oh, you got us, all right. Yeah.
Can we use Howard's studio? Because I just found out he's on his latest vacation. He's not going to be back for a week and a half. Didn't he just take... What is... How do you get that deal?
See, he's in bizarro world where vacation is work and work is vacation.
Yeah.
So he gets more vacation time.
He did 3 days this week, and now he's on another vacation for a week and a half. They just gave him a brand new studio. Could you turn off the lights? I'm going blind.
It really is.
By the way, don't be
hard
confused.
to do.
I'm not bitching. Everything's okay.
It's so hard. I feel like I'm in a microwave.
Everything's okay. Can we just march down the hall? You got the key? Can you turn that shit on?
It's that easy.
That's all yellow. No one's using it for a week and a half.
Yellow, though, he says.
We're all the same company. Let's just walk down the hall. Mars, go get the key. I'll do it right the fuck now.
I like saying we're all
Turn
one
that
big
shit on.
happy family.
We are.
Yeah.
And if there's a really nice studio that's not going to be used for at least another week and a half, really?
You know, they'd have
I asked for a day off, and they're like, well, if you have to. I'm like, what?
If you're gone enough where they have to dust when you come back, like they literally have to dust when they come back to make sure everything still works.
And it's funny because the Howard listeners, it hurts to hear this, but they're starting to listen more and more to Opie and Anthony.
I hear it, I see it.
And then you got the hardcores that are just trying to hang on.
They think it's still the 90s.
They're trying to hang on. But even they realize that their hero is now a part-timer, and he deserves that. I'm happy for him.
Very happy. Who couldn't be more happy?
But we like telling it like it is. The guy is now officially a part-timer. But those hardcore just hanging on, man.
Yeah.
You want to be just like him.
Hey, you want to be? Screw you. Yeah. Well, you know what? As far as time off, God, am I a wannabe.
Of course.
Oh, am I a wannabe.
Of course. But you know what?
It would be so nice.
But I see the tweets coming in.
Yeah.
They're coming in. People are coming over here to check out some live radio, and I appreciate that.
Yeah, who would?
And I don't blame Howard for being a part-timer now. You know, he's well up into his 50s, pushing 60. He wants fucking some time off.
Absolutely.
So now he's on his latest vacation, which is a week and a half. Why? Because it's a Jewish holiday?
Oh.
That's right.
Hey, wait a minute. Isn't it Rosh Hashanah?
You bet it is.
I'm blowing the show for Robin.
Is that a company holiday?
No, it's Jewish New Year.
Yeah, that's a company holiday.
It's the year 5,000 something, right?
That's right.
It's like 5,720 something, I think.
How do you wear those glasses?
What is it?
How the fuck you wear those glasses?
A big 5,000.
We got all confused with the 2011 glasses, but fuck.
Oh, yeah,
try wearing a 5, 7,
fucking
8, and fucking 3.
Yeah, head's tilted to one side. Oh, fucking ears bleeding.
This is the year 5772.
5772.
Try to look through 5772 if you're wearing the glasses.
You're just gonna look stupid.
5772. Can you do that?
You
Can
just
walk
gonna
around?
look
Yeah,
stupid.
well, you could take the loop at the bottom loop of the 5 and then kind of make a loop out of the bottom of the 2.
And have 2 7s between your eyes?
Yeah.
That looks stupid.
Right. Well,
Oy.
there you go. So
I'm just thinking of yarmulke with it spelt on top.
Yeah.
Like in a round thing, like a nose cone of a rocket.
Sam, how about we move on from yellow?
Yeah, let's move on from
Let's
yellow.
just move on from yellow.
We'll try something new. It's trial and error here.
Sure.
More error than trial.
Right.
But let's just give it a whirl. How about something in
Orange?
a very peachish, kind of tan,
By the way,
natural nude?
Like just lights without gels?
Yeah, thank you.
well, no, we need like a blue, like
Yeah.
saying a peach possibly, and maybe that weird purplish, like lavender one. I don't know what.
Very
I don't know what
subtle.
the official color is of that.
I can get purple lights.
Don't,
Not
no.
not purple.
No. We
This
don't
shit is
want
very subtle.
to look like a fog hat concert.
I forgot. I forgot. Sam's taking a crash course in lighting because
Yes.
there's no one else that knows how to do this.
What do you want, like royal blue?
Fucking
No.
Sam was an intern, a year ago, and now
I
he's
guess.
a light expert all of a sudden.
Think of
6 years ago.
Think of the new fucking shit you could put on your resume now.
Yep.
You
Lighting
could literally
expert.
put lighting technician.
Studio
Add that
lighting.
to your
Studio
Wikipedia
lighting
page.
tech. Live studio lighting tech.
Right.
Boom. You got a new gig.
I just want to post pictures of the studio.
Now, please, don't. Or audio of people talking about your lighting prowess.
No.
No.
Good.
No.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Howard listeners on the line.
Oh, thank you.
Because that's what's really happening. So the hardcores, you can hang in there as much as you want. I hope our hardcores hang on when we're literally calling it in. We're not calling it in yet.
Not yet.
If you think we are, oh boy, this gets a lot worse.
Oh, wait. If you think we're calling it in now,
Yeah.
wait till we call it in, and this will look like we're working so hard.
By the way,
Holy shit.
could somebody that represents the show, and I'm just saying like that, I want you to send E-Rock's pictures of the studio to stupid Scott Greenstein and go, the guys want to know if this is acceptable.
I'm not going to do that.
Is that stupid dot?
Yeah,
And
stupid
then at-
dot Greenstein at.
Okay. It was just, I didn't know the address.
Because, this guy with this I got it shit. I want him to see these pictures and I want to ask him if this is acceptable.
That is the best picture I've ever seen of how this studio looks with the lights on.
Yeah, because he's running the programming here at SiriusXM. We're supposedly a big show, and we're bathed in horrible yellow lighting now.
It's like a bug light. You know those yellow light bulbs
Yeah.
you used to put in outside
Yeah.
so you wouldn't get skeeters biting you?
Well,
That's how this feels.
the moths went away. That's good.
This is, the moths are gone.
They're gone. They're just kind of swirling around the lights
It's
now.
like we're outside. This is good. I feel like when Kramer put a screen door on the front of his apartment. It's like outside but inside.
Yeah.
So what am I getting next? A purple and a blue one?
Well, we want the keys for Howard's studio, because if he's
Yeah, we
not
need
using it
that.
for a week and a half and we're one big happy family, we should be able to march in there and have the proper facility.
And we don't need to turn everything on.
Nah,
just a few lights. We don't need the screen back there. We don't need the big Howard Stern Show lit logo.
Yeah.
We don't need the really nice studio stage lighting. Is that a Broadway show going on in there every day?
I don't know.
I think it is. It's amazing.
It really is beautiful.
It's gorgeous.
It's really sad that it's not being used.
It looks like a Fox News set. It's like when they come in with the crane shot, and
Right.
it just looks gorgeous. Look at this shot. It's stunning.
And it won't even be turned on for another 10 to 11 days.
No, they're going to have to grease all the fittings where the cameras move and everything when they come back. It's amazing.
Don't be confused. This isn't a rant against Howard.
Robin
it really
looks
isn't.
The
It's
lighting.
not.
Have you seen the lighting?
Friday,
Robin
Saturday,
looks
Sunday,
gorgeous.
Monday. Wait. Thursday,
Amazing.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. 12 days.
Oh,
that
God.
studio's not going to be used.
That has got to be fucking...
By the time he comes back from his latest vacation, we will have another 7 shows under our belt.
Whatever.
Whatever, man.
You know, how are you going to... what are you going to do? Oh, that's the old studio? Mm-hmm. Look at.
We would take the old studio.
That's the shitty studio.
Oh, my God. And then they do a time lapse of them. Look at the workers. They're like ants.
How many people?
Look at how hard they're working on that studio.
We got Mars, and he's got a whole fucking team. Look at all these people.
That is amazing. We're literally looking at a time lapse of them redoing the studio, and it's amazing. How long did that take? 18 months to do? Was it like the Empire State, the building of the Empire State Building?
Wow. God damn, when I was a part-timer, I didn't get this shit.
Oh, my God. With that beautiful screen.
Why are you nervous when I say part-timer? That's what it is. The company just doesn't want the people to know that. If you're working 3 days a week and you get a lot of vacation off, that's part-time radio.
It's part-time. Oh, my
look at
God.
behind the couch changes colors.
They brought in, like...
What the heck?
I don't know what to say.
There's got to be...
It's that amazing.
It looks like there's 10 to 12 people working on that. We have Mars.
Oh, yeah. And there it is.
Ta-da.
We don't even have one.
Could you go back to our studio? Could you go back to our studio?
Yeah, now go back to the E-Rock.
There you go. There you go. And that's why we bitch, by the way.
We live in the ghetto.
And that's why we bitch.
We're in the ghetto.
Looking at us in horrible yellow lighting after that beautiful fucking video of the new studio. That's why we bitch.
And again, nothing against the studio, him, whatever. God bless him. Hey, congrats.
Oh, yeah.
But wow, is there a drop-off?
Do you want me to turn the big lights on?
No.
No.
Please, no, never again.
If I have shades, that would be one thing. But
Yeah. Our future's so bright.
Right. You got to wear sunglasses indoors.
no, that means we'll be outdoors soon.
Oh.
Yeah, exactly.
If I was Sirius XM, I wouldn't change the channel name.
There it is.
That's going to be a waste of time.
Oh, brother.
Speaking of Howard, we lost Bobo to Howard, I guess.
Yep.
Yeah.
We all saw it happen.
Yeah.
We read it on Twitter.
Yeah.
The news is out.
Yeah. We got exclusive audio of Bobo and Howard Stern.
How do we got that? You think he would try to cover this up like he did the pictures?
Yeah.
Your staff is very good at finding things.
Uncovering.
Yep.
Really?
Yep.
Detectives.
So this is how it went down, I guess. We got a little clip of
This is just
our
one
Bobo on Howard's show.
Just one clip of
I think he did like an hour and a half.
The lack of loyalty from that boy.
It's disgusting.
Oh, God. After all we've done for him.
Let's go to Bobo for the morning. Let him start off. Come on, it makes his day.
No, that was here. I had to take the phone off my ear for a second.
All right, here's Bobo, who is going to now try to win Metallica tickets. Of course, we got to do something to win those tickets, don't we?
I guess I take one of the shitter.
Oh, my. Bobo, what was that crap you just handed there? Bobo, don't hand me shit. What are you doing? You have an 80-something IQ.
At least I'm not a Jew.
Bobo's right. Our show is great. I think it's a terrific show, but this guy's fucking obsessed. Get a life.
Hey, you there? Yeah, I'm talking to you. I don't go to your job and suck all the dicks that you work with.
All right, thank you, Bobo.
Your mom's box.
Proof positive.
Proof positive right there, by the way. He's lied. He's lied to us and said he wasn't on Howard. And meanwhile, that's obvious.
We got photo. We got audio.
And then we got him calling the office yesterday because the pressure got to him.
Finally admitted it.
The pressure got to him, and he finally called the boys after the show yesterday because it's been talked about on Twitter ad nauseum.
Yes.
So this went down yesterday after the show.
Those photos, my uncle forced me to go on there.
Your uncle forced you to go on what?
My Uncle Mike.
He forced you to go on Howard?
Yeah, he did.
So you're admitting that those photos are real?
It's fake. They weren't supposed to be up there. He made me take that photo.
Well, why would he do that? I mean, he knew it was going to get you in trouble with us. What did you think? It was never going to get out?
Well, what the thing is, we're always getting into arguments over who's better. Because I'm an LA fan and he's a Howard fan.
Right, so he kidnapped you and then brought you into the Howard studio and then forced you to hold up a sign that says "fuck O&A," and then he took the picture and put it online?
No, they told me that the sign wasn't going to say that.
Oh, what did he say the sign was going to say?
No, I was going to say something else. I think just advertising your show, but he wasn't going to say that. I said I was only going to do that if I didn't rat out anybody.
What is going on now?
It's just an idiot.
Someone explain this to me.
Uncle Mike made him go on Howard Stern's show.
Stop, Sam, please. Stop. You can do that goofiness on the 10 o'clock hour. What is really happening here?
Oh, you got phased.
What is really happening here? Out of nowhere, he's decided that he has been on Howard's show?
I'll tell you exactly what happened. Danny and I are in the office doing our work.
Yeah.
The phone rings.
By the way, oh, sorry.
Hey. The phone rings, and he just starts explaining away that he was on Howard and the photos are real, and
he decided to just fess up to it.
But now he's going with the...
trying to go with the bit. I'm going with the bit for the show.
I think he's trying to say whatever he can say that's most likely to get him back on this.
He realized, he realized saying, denying it wasn't going to work.
Right.
So now he's just embracing it.
But now we're gonna throw it the other way.
Of course.
How many times did Opie say yesterday?
I believe you.
I don't think this is real.
Yeah.
You are telling the truth. This is a Photoshop.
But it's a Photoshop.
When I said I believe
but it's a Photoshop.
Yeah, I said I believe you.
Yeah, I know, but it's a Photoshop.
No, I believe you.
It was not me. I wasn't in there. Someone took a photo and did some things to it.
I'm telling you, without a doubt, I believe you.
Yes,
that it was a Photoshop.
And what I'm saying is, but it was fake.
I know.
For the show.
I know.
A Photoshop. What an ass.
So now what do we have to do with this?
Yeah. Where do we go?
Just stop talking.
Travis, thank you, Travis.
Travis is shaking his head like,
Travis.
Nah, it's enough.
I feel like Travis today. Enough already.
Stop taking his calls.
The Howard audio with Bobo is hilarious.
That is really good.
Because it was also cut up in a way where it makes it obvious that it's not happening, which makes it funnier. But now he ruins it by now admitting he was.
Because it's some classic. It's some classic Bobo moments that we remember him saying on our show.
Right.
That's the best
I don't know what you're talking about.
You can hear the phone filter on one of them because we're laughing in the background and Bobo talking on the phone.
Well, and the other thing is, then all of a sudden Bobo's in the studio, but the bit starts with him on the phone.
Can he hand him something on the phone?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know how Howard does the show.
But now Bobo has decided that he has been on Howard.
Apparently, yeah.
Holy shit.
For the show.
He's strategic in his thinking.
That's one way to put it.
How did we adopt a retard?
I don't know.
I feel like responsible
we
for
really
this
did. Yeah.
We have to get rid of him.
Yeah.
Stop, because now that causes a thing, and everything causes a thing with this guy.
A thing.
There's always a thing. All right.
And his mom calls. Don't hurt my Bobo. We're like, all right. We haven't done it. We gave him a life. Guy goes to fucking everywhere he goes dressed in Bobo gear. He's got Bobo attire he wears.
What's
and
Bobo
stands
gear?
around waiting to be fucking recognized. He's got shirts, O&A shirts, and then he's got a Bobo jersey.
Yeah.
And a hat he walks around in, and I'm Bobo. Hello, I'm Bobo.
Eric said that he's gone to comedy clubs and Bobo has passed out, printed out pictures of himself.
Yeah.
Nice. They're 8x10s.
Nice.
It's his life. We should sue him. Not allow him to use any references to the show or images.
Trust me, we've told him that we're doing that.
Of course, yeah. Any horrible thing you can imagine, these motherfuckers have told Bobo.
Trademarked his name.
You can't use Bobo. You gotta go with like BB. Pick another vowel, fucker.
Tell him.
You know, I gotta say something. This whole Bobo experience over the last few years, my heart cries for people out there, because I know in their lives we do talk to people that have a slow one.
Yeah,
we'll call them a slow one.
Yeah,
we completely understand your world now. Completely. I'm serious.
Yeah,
I'm serious. I don't even know how you get anything done.
It is true. It's been an education.
Right. Yeah. I have more of an open mind for the tards.
An open mind.
So sensitive.
Tell them what happened when you told him that there was another. We had copyrighted the Bobo name.
Oh, really?
A while ago, we told Bobo that we had copyrighted his name Bobo and he couldn't use it anymore, and we had hired a new Bobo.
New Bobo.
And this went back and forth for a few days, and eventually he called pretending to be new Bobo.
Right.
Quitting.
Right.
Because new Bobo couldn't take
God.
just how
my God
just how mean you guys were being to old Bobo, and he was going to give old Bobo.
Can we hire a new Bobo?
Of course
that is
we can.
a brilliant bit.
Yeah.
Who's going to be the new Bobo?
Anyone.
We can audition. Bobo.
And you want to audition for the new Bobo?
Yeah. Who wants
because
to be
you know,
new Bobo?
And this is not a stretch because here at Sirius XM they like to try to own your name.
Yes.
Yeah. There was a time they were trying to own Opie. I'm like, I've had this name since I was 12. Yeah. Go fuck yourself.
And Anthony's my name.
Right.
Yeah. It's just my real name.
There have been shows that you know well where they tried to own the name of the show.
Yeah. Hilarious. They're worse than Vince McMahon. They really are.
There was one show in
your
particular,
real name so they can own it.
Yeah.
There was one show in particular that they wanted to own the show name and not pay the person for doing a show.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And then you're supposed to say thank you when that happens.
Yeah.
I love this place.
All right. How is Radiohead, guys? I wanted to go, but I couldn't get a babysitter, to be completely honest with you.
Oh, damn it. Well, let me tell you.
I think I'm going tonight.
I went, Travis went.
Yes.
We had two different experiences, let's say. Travis, more of a regular fan experience guy.
Yeah. Nice.
Me, more the I'm much too important to hang out with the throngs of people down on the floor.
You couldn't sneak
VIP
Travis up there?
Section.
I didn't want to be up there. I wanted to be with the people.
The view up there must have been nice.
I was on the side of the stage. I had a great view.
Yeah, that's fucking fantastic.
What was
that, an hour to get in?
Yeah.
Yeah, about an hour to get in for Travis.
On the side of the stage. I'm watching Tom.
That's great right there, as a matter of fact.
Nice and cool. It's really cool back there.
I was directly above you.
Yeah.
That's directly above you.
Wait,
yeah.
Where's the shows again?
Roseland.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice,
it was a great show.
Yeah.
Aside from going on at 10:15.
10:15. How am I going to do that?
You didn't.
Yeah, because they're not going on any earlier tonight.
No, they're not.
I mean,
I'm actually.
Are you guys
tired tonight? I'm pretty beat, but going to the show tonight, and then after party. I know where it's at. Yo.
Going to the Radiohead after party?
Yeah, we were hanging out with their fucking. Their managers last night.
Yeah.
They're two old English guys.
Yeah.
Holy shit. And we got cordially invited to the after party.
Nice.
Tonight.
Nice.
And then I was watching the show with none other than Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Really?
I was sitting at his table. His little round table that's in the VIP section.
What do you mean you were sitting at his table?
Well, there's the VIP section, right?
Yeah.
It's up on the, if you're looking at the stage, it's up on the upper left-hand side.
Yes.
And then there's the strip of the section that is like VIP, and then there's the VVIP, which are the little round cocktail tables.
Were you a VVIP?
And and there I am, and there's Philip Seymour Hoffman videotaping Radiohead behind me. Fucking extreme!
That's hilarious.
Extreme, dude!
In the end, he's just a fan.
Dude, I was with Dusty.
That's cool.
From fucking Twister.
He's just bootlegging a show like any other fan would do.
He's bootlegging the fucking show.
Was he just doing a song, or was he really obsessed with videotaping?
He was doing quite a bit.
Wow, really?
He was leaning like in front of me.
Yeah.
And videotaping, recording the band. Philip Seymour Hoffman, Edward Norton.
Nice.
Was up there. Chris Rock.
Did you talk to any of these guys?
Yeah, Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Was he cool?
John McEnroe. Yeah, it was just pretty much a hey, how you doing? We were sitting at the same table.
Right.
And Cameron Diaz, that twat.
Why is she a
What
twat?
a fucking bitch. I'm glad A-Rod dumped your fucking old ass.
You got a good picture, though.
Yeah, I did. There's my picture. See her blonde hair?
What?
That's me and her.
Where? Where's she? Seriously?
Right there. That clump of blonde is her head.
Well, what do you do?
I had my camera in my hand.
Yeah.
It was all ready to go. She's walking out. I went, hey, camera, picture? You know?
Yeah.
And I was ready to just snap it.
Yeah.
And she, winged her head to the side, goes, no. And I just snapped instantly, and that's the picture I got.
You can't tell that's Cameron Diaz.
Of course you can't, but it is.
You know it is.
That's it.
It's the top of her head.
Yeah, that top of the head has been probably right there on A-Rod's abdomen.
Well, now you know
as
what
she was
A-Rod...
sucking his cock.
Now you know what A-Rod sees. There you go. So, all right.
That's the A-Rod view.
How's she look in person?
Old.
She does, right?
Yeah.
That's what I hear.
She's no kid anymore.
I hear she looks old.
She looked like shite.
There's a whole makeup thing that happens.
Yeah.
Does John McEnroe remember that we did his show?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he does?
John McEnroe is cool.
Because he kind of liked us.
Cap.
McEnroe kind of liked us.
John McEnroe was very cool.
Yeah. He's got to come on the radio show again.
He was sitting... he was sitting to my right for a little while after Philip Seymour Hoffman moved to get a better bootleg view, I think. He went to get a better bootleg view.
Nice.
But it was, it was a lot of fun. That was my experience. That's the view I had of the crowd, too. It was,
that's cool.
Pretty fucking amazing crowd.
Yeah, you were right above me.
So what did Radiohead decide to do? A lot of weird shit?
Of new stuff.
New stuff?
They did like 20 songs and 13 of them were off the last 2 albums.
Wow.
Yeah.
Any hits at all?
Well, hits for people that
what
just bought the album.
What would be the most popular song they did that the masses would possibly know?
National Anthem, probably.
Okay.
Off Kid A.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nothing from the Bends?
They did Street Spirit, the last song.
Yeah, right on. Okay.
Encore was pretty fucking good.
What was it?
Yeah.
Encore was, they did 2 encores. I didn't think they were going to do a second encore. And I don't think they planned on doing a second encore.
They started taking the shit apart, and people were like, and then the guy comes out
fans
and
were not leaving.
Starts plugging shit back in, and you're like, oh, yeah, they're back out.
That was probably the encore.
Oh, yeah.
Radiohead gets a little weird.
Yeah.
We'll just unplug instruments as the second encore.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, too.
I saw a picture of the set list. There was no second encore.
No.
So,
what?
People get set lists, you know.
Oh.
Yeah, I think it was just kind of like the guy peeled up the set list. It was done. They were done.
Yeah, they were done.
You know, I didn't pick up the new album yet. Is it worth it?
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah?
It's not great, but it's good.
It's pretty trippy.
And they would say
almost
it's
all
great.
of it. So
they would say it's great.
Sure. Yeah, I think it's good, but I would have liked to hear, more old stuff.
No,
they're one of those frustrating bands.
You're not hearing any old stuff.
I think they're one of those frustrating bands.
But their new stuff is good enough
I know,
where
but you
it's
just
like...
want them to go, could you just play Fake Plastic Trees or something?
They might play it all tonight because I've seen them like 7 times, and they always play twice in New York.
Yeah.
And the show that I go to is always the one where they don't play Creep and Just and Fake Plastic Trees, and then the other night they play all that shit.
Yeah.
So you might...
Just throw in Karma Police, just something.
You're not gonna hear.
No, I understand.
I know.
I understand what Tom York's about. I've read a million articles on the guy, but
Tom is a weirdo.
But it's like, how about one for us, Tom?
He likes to dance.
How about one for us?
It looks like he's got to make wee-wees, and then he went out on stage and has to make wee-wees.
People fucking love Radiohead, though, man.
Yeah, it was good. It was
Don't mess with Radiohead.
He came right up before, when people were still coming in.
Yeah.
He walked right in front of us in the VIP section and just kind of waved to the crowd a little bit.
Wow.
And it was like, oh, look, he's fucking 2 feet away.
Should have punched him.
I should have punched him. I'm the only one. Weird guy, man.
I'm the only one that gets that feeling when you see a big celebrity.
Nah, everyone thinks that.
Right?
Yeah, it's like, that'd be funny.
Shoo!
Just pop in the face with a fucking fist and
I get these weird thoughts like, I'm just gonna fucking blindside tackle Chris Rock. I don't know why.
Chris Rock walked out with what's his fucking name? We had him on our show once.
Obviously a forgettable person.
No, well, it's just, he was in with Ryan Reynolds.
Oh, really?
Jason Bateman?
Yeah, Jason Bateman.
Oh, Jason's all right.
Yeah, Jason was walking out with Chris Rock.
Wow, what's that about?
I don't know, man. The new power fucking duo.
I'm thinking the other way.
I'm seeing cop movie.
Going on
seeing cop movie. Oh, no, I just think, where they go, holy shit, in a car. I think that'd be cool. Yeah. I'm getting too old for this shit kind of a thing. Maybe a remake of Lethal Weapon. That'd be cool. Jason Bateman, Chris Rock.
Oh, boy, you're a hipster.
Lethal Weapon.
They're calling you a hipster now.
Why am I a hipster?
Because you kind of, you're at a Radiohead show. Philip Seymour Hoffman's there with the video.
Dude, it was Dusty. Mm-hmm. I'm not talking Philip Seymour Hoffman. I was sitting with Dusty from Twister. Fucking A! Woo! Yeah! The extreme! Fucking the extreme! Dude! You wanna make out? Philip Seymour Hoffman.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was fucking cool.
And Cameron Diaz just a bitch, huh?
What a fucking bitch. You know, whatever. You don't want to take a picture with me. I don't care, but you're a bitch because of it.
Was she taking pictures with other people?
No, of course not. She was running out of there. Running the fuck out of there.
I don't understand where it would ever be a drag to take pictures with somebody.
I know. That's just it.
We're lucky enough where we get, asked a lot.
Yeah.
But not on that level.
And
but I can't imagine it would ever get to a point where you're like, oh, fuck, enough of this shit.
And take time to assess the situation. Look, I wasn't standing there going like, hey, take a picture, and then it'd be a big pain in the ass. I had my arm extended already. That's why I got a picture of the top of her dopey fucking head.
You made it easy.
Because I had my arm extended. All I would have had to do was go, hey, click, it was done.
Yeah.
You know, it was one of those deals. But,
you made it easy for everybody. What else from the show? Anything, Travis?
Fucker in the ace.
No, not really. I mean...
The managers, by the way, the two old English blokes, are
fans of the show. Awesome.
They're huge fans of the show. Insane.
Yeah.
I think. All right. Look, I don't know which one's which. I don't know names or anything. I'm just gonna say I heard this rumor that one of them, well into his 60s, might have been doing mushrooms
at the show.
I have no idea. Look, I have no idea.
You're not going to get to go to that after
and loves the ladies.
Yeah, well,
oh boy,
nothing wrong with that.
Because I was hanging out, of course, there were a few ladies around.
Right,
a few very tall, slender, lovely young ladies around, and this motherfucker, one of them was up that just. Would not, kept going away, but kept coming back. Hey, how we doing? All right, little drink for everybody, little drink.
Shit.
And then we're back home at the apartment and get a text. Hey, where are you?
No.
Yeah, it's time to fucking party. But it's not the big party because they got a show tonight.
Right.
So tonight... is the big after show party, which we better take Friday off.
We better take tomorrow
I'm just telling you right now.
We better take tomorrow
Pencil
off.
in
no show Friday?
No show
we better take
Friday.
Tomorrow off. That doesn't sound
Let's just
good.
call it we're doing a Howard. Let's just call it that.
No.
A Howie?
We're not doing a Howard. He's got a week and a half off.
Oh, okay.
He just came back.
Doing a Fred.
How many days did he do in between vacations? I need to know that answer.
I between either 6 or 7.
No. Really?
I think he was back for 2 weeks.
He was back for 2 weeks, and now he's out again for another week and a half.
How does he do that?
I think so.
Amazing.
I think he took off 2 weeks around Labor Day, and then...
You guys got nothing else on the Radiohead?
That was about
a good show.
It was fun.
I look forward to going tonight.
Yeah, you'll have a good time.
Yeah. Marcos with the next big story of the day. Marcos and Yonkers, what's up, buddy?
Hey, good morning, boys.
Hello. Good morning.
I want to say congratulations to all the Red Sox fans.
Oh,
coming in first place as choke artists this year.
Wow.
Let's
what a meltdown.
Let's summarize this for people like myself that haven't really followed the whole baseball story at the end of the year. What happened?
The past month has been tragic for the Sox.
Really?
It's 7-20.
Yeah.
They went 7-20?
And 20.
Since September 4th,
Yeah. 7-20.
They were up 9 games.
They were up 9 games.
On the Rays, they were up 9 games.
September 2nd, yep.
And they had a 9th inning meltdown against the Orioles.
The Red Sox were 1 strike away from winning.
Yeah.
And the Rays were 1 strike away from losing.
And apparently, it was a base hit, and then this guy, Billy Buckner, on the Sox. The ball, what? Oh. Wow. Yeah, it was, it was one of those tragic things that you see for a team and for especially Sox fans, because you know how they are.
Right.
To see that happen, I would have loved to have been in a bar in Boston and watched that fucking game. Oh, shit.
Wow.
It's unbelievable.
Wow.
Yeah.
And not to mention that Tampa Bay was playing our Yankees AAA team. We didn't even have the whole team.
The Yankees AAA team. The Yankees were not, obviously, and people like to say, no, they were, and even Girardi will get out there after the game and say, no, they give their all, we're testing people out, we understand that. They were not trying because they don't fucking care.
Then why would you put up 7 runs?
I know, but, it's just...
Because they knew the other...
Because it's that easy.
They knew they were going to get 8.
Yeah, yes, exactly.
Well, they sure...
it was presumptuous of them, but...
baseball especially, there's a problem. You got the Sox.
Yeah.
You know, they need to win at the end of the year, and then they got to count on teams that don't give a shit anymore.
Yeah.
I think when you're officially eliminated, you should be able to sit out the rest of the season. And then the team, like the Red Sox, that it's really important, get to play just games against another team that it's really important for.
Where it's not.
You know what I mean?
Then teams like the Orioles get to be spoilers.
That's true.
True.
You know?
And
Yeah, but then you got the Yankees that are putting in.
were we?
Then you got the Yankees that are putting in kids because it's not.
Yeah, but
important.
everybody puts in kids in September.
I know, but it makes it suck for some of these teams that really need to.
Maybe the Red Sox shouldn't have lost all those games in April.
Yeah, I guess that's a good point too. Because you can't count on it at the end of the year. Ever.
Poor Sox.
Yes, Marcos.
I was going to say, David Ortiz said last night that last night's loss was worse than the Aaron Boone home run they lost. I think it was in 2003.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
I was in
a good one.
I was in a hotel in Cleveland when that went down.
That home run was one moment. This was a month.
True.
Yeah.
Of just watching your life just
right.
Watching time run out.
Yeah.
They just watch time run out on themselves.
Whatever happened to Aaron Boone? That was it for
Yeah,
him.
he does comment.
But that was it.
He's a commentator now.
That was
Well,
it.
yeah, he was.
That was his moment.
He was like, he was going to be the big thing. I don't know what happened.
The Red
there.
Sox didn't win 2 games in a row this month.
Wow. What a collapse. So who do the Yankees play?
The Yankees play Detroit.
Detroit.
Yeah.
Go
and,
Detroit.
And of course everybody from Detroit is like, hey, fuck you. It's over. It's like, look, I understand. You know, you had yourself a good season. Everyone's feeling good. but you can never just count out the Yankees. Hey, look, you might win. I'm not sitting here going, fuck you, you look dead, you know, you fuck. But you can't just automatically go, fuck you. It's the Yankees, all right? Please.
What was I going to say?
Is Magnum PI all fucking excited?
Yeah, aren't the Yankees hurting though?
No, we're doing good.
No,
What
Yankees
did
are
the
doing
paper
good.
say today? It was a headline: Yankees limping or something. Blah blah blah. Yeah. Back page.
Of course, the sports section.
It might be the other one.
Eye on the Tigers.
Okay.
It's the eye on the Tigers. It's the thrill of the fight. Yanks limp into ALDS versus Tigers.
What does that mean then?
I guess because they didn't win, the games after they clinched, but who gives a shit?
Yeah, that's a dumb headline because it didn't matter anymore.
It didn't matter. Collapse versus Reyes. Dooms Bo Sox, yes.
You think Bob Kelly's bummed out today?
Dude, fuck them. It's part of being a Sox fan. You just expect to be fucked over, dude. Hold my hand. Hold my hand. Hold my hand.
Yes, Marcos.
Can I mention one more thing? And this is not just because I'm a Yankees fan. See, when the Yankees don't make it to the playoffs, we know a month before it happens. We never choke last minute like these a-holes.
Well,
you can curse. It's okay.
I know I'm driving a school bus, so I have kids on the bus. I can't.
You'll hear
There's your bus driver, kids.
Dude, you'll absolutely hear Boston fans say, yes, the Yankees have in the past choked.
You mean like 4 games in a row?
Yeah,
Okay.
you remember that one?
Yeah.
But to get into the playoffs, I understand what this guy's saying. For the most part, you kind of know when the team is feeling weak. When a disaster is right there. But for a month to fuck up like that,
wow. 7-20, you said?
7-20.
Holy shit!
they just
That's
gave.
bad.
It's like they gave up.
Aaron Boone was traded because he tore his ACL playing basketball. Thank you, Mike in Queens.
Oh.
Hey, Marcos, thank you. I'm going to give someone else a shot here, all right?
That old ACL.
Thanks,
huh?
brother.
You gotta watch
one.
that ACL.
Hey, God didn't make that too strong, huh?
No,
make it
especially
for-
for sports players.
Yeah, for sports players, it's like, we're going to fuck you over with that ACL thing. It's not made to twist like that too many times.
My kid will never walk onto a school bus. They're lunatics. They're lunatics, bus drivers.
What happened?
I was just thinking.
What happened?
Marco seems like an all right guy, but
that guy. Oh,
but he's
I
listening to a radio show, wants to curse, and there's kids in the back. Fuck that.
He's on his cell phone calling talk radio shows while he's driving the school bus.
He's looking in that big long mirror,
right?
seeing if the kids are being rambunctious.
Yeah.
Marcos is a good guy.
He's a terrible bus driver. Oh, he's horrible.
I'm going to have to drive my kid to school every day. There's no way he's getting on a school bus.
No, worse than my bus driver, Eddie Spaghetti with the meatball eyes.
Right.
Remember him? Eddie Spaghetti with the meatball eyes. When you'd get to walk up the little stairs of your school bus, and Eddie Spaghetti would turn his head around, and he'd flip his eyelids up and make meatball eyes.
Fuck
and
that.
he was Eddie Spaghetti with the meatball eyes, and he would scare the kids.
Fuck that. You know what?
And then he'd rape our asses.
Oh, no.
Oh, I forgot about that part. It just came back to me.
I don't think Marcos is one of these guys, but I'm gonna go on the record and say that 30% of all school bus drivers are on crystal meth.
You think they're meth heads?
Meth heads.
Yeah. Are they Breaking Bad?
They're Breaking Bad. They're Breaking Bad.
Meth
oh
heads.
yeah.
I wouldn't doubt it.
30%. Nick in Jersey, what's up, buddy?
Hey, what's going on, boys?
Hey.
To make it even sweeter, SportsCenter this morning makes a joke about the Red Sox. In the NL wild card race, Braves collapsed with like an 8-18 record for the month of September, and the Cards made it instead of the Braves. They lost last night.
Last night was an amazing night for fucking baseball.
The Braves were 10.5 games up in the end of August.
And they collapsed too?
And they collapsed too.
What's going on?
They collapsed, and they make the joke that the Braves would have had the largest collapse, but Boston outdid them, and that's how bad they are.
But two major collapses this year. So who do we got in the playoffs? It's time to pick my team. Let's go.
You got the Yankees. You have...
No, Yankees versus who?
Yankees versus Tigers.
Yeah, so I got the Tigers on that one.
Then you got Reyes, Rangers.
Two who gives a fuck teams. But I like the death penalty. Texas all the way.
All right.
That's why.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's a good reason. Good
fuck
enough.
Yeah.
Then there's Philly.
And can we talk about how much I hate Lawrence O'Donnell later?
All right.
He's a fucking twat.
Is he an asshole?
He's trying to make. He's going after one of the cops down there in the Occupy Wall Street shit. And basically,
the guy that pepper sprayed the chick.
And he's basically fucking up this guy's whole career.
Yeah. It's
and I just don't see it that his way at all on this.
The cop said it was justified. The police department looked at it and said, "No, it was justified." He's
trying to get a control of the situation. So he's walking and spraying at the same time. Get the fuck away from the spray. Then.
It looks a little shady the way he did it, kind of under his arm, and then sprayed and walked away.
Tough shit.
But
tough shit. They're trying to get control of the situation.
But I think the penned-in bitches and everybody that was in that little penned-in area that he sprayed, to me, it looked like they were getting a little unruly as far as doing stuff when the cops are trying to control a situation outside the fence.
Yeah.
And then one guy just walked by and kind of went, "Hey, get your asses back." It was barely even a spray. It was so over-dramatized with that bitch kneeling on the fucking cement going, "Ah!" She's got her hands up in the air. Like fucking, it looked like the scene in Platoon.
Right.
Yeah. With fucking Willem Dafoe kneeling and getting shot in the back and shit. Calm down. You got a little pepper spray in your face. Who hasn't?
You'll be okay
when you're trying to rape.
But that's why, I mean, we're in a world now in America where everyone is so goddamn entitled they can't believe they would possibly be pepper sprayed while protesting.
When you're having this big fucking protest, things happen. And when you try to equate yourself to Egypt and these Middle Eastern countries where the youth are uprising and being killed, literally shot.
Right.
And then you get pepper sprayed and you're like, why does this happen?
Yeah.
It's like, really? How about they crack your head? How about not even another country?
Yeah.
How about we go back 20 years, 30 years, and you would have gotten your skull cracked open with a piece of wood?
I'm embarrassed for the youth of America.
They're pussies.
If they're representing the youth, because that was embarrassing. It's like, look, man, real shit's going down around the world. Real protesting, where people are getting fucking killed and hit over the head and camping out for real. Do these people even camp out?
Oh, they camp out and sing Kumbaya at night in the park.
But how many? Not many,
not
right?
Many. They go home.
Most of them go home.
And they come back. And the cops, meanwhile, you watch all these videos, the cops are like, "Step back, please. Thank you." They told the cops, make sure you say please and thank you. They're fucking saying please.
But Lawrence O'Donnell, I mean, MSNBC, I can't watch your fucking network anymore. Between stupid Al fucking Sharpton and Lawrence O'Donnell, who has these...
Lean forward.
Who has these creepy ice eyes.
Yeah?
Yeah, he looks like a creep.
Douchebag.
And he has no charisma to be on fucking TV. Look, I fucking hated Keith Olbermann, but he was watchable at least. At least I could watch and go, God, I fucking hate this guy. This Lawrence O'Donnell, I don't even want to fucking look at the guy. He's got these cold, icy eyes. And he tries to get really tough.
Oh, really?
And it's not really working.
Really?
And now he's obsessed with this one officer down there and trying to get him fired.
Leave him alone, you dumb fuck. Oh, a little Bob Kelly.
Yeah. What did
Bob Kelly, I'm at JFK with my Boston hat on, taking shit from everyone. It's not fun. That is up to the minute. And Robert Kelly.
How do I know he's from Boston?
And then he goes, all right, move on.
Yesterday with Tom Sizemore. Tom Sizemore goes, oh, from Boston. And Bobby goes, how did you know? He's got a big Boston Red Sox logo on his hat and still has a Boston accent, but Bobby doesn't think he does.
I'm a huge fan of the show, dude.
Okay, start this over.
Oh,
this Lawrence O'Donnell, man, I'm glad we're finally talking about him. This guy is a creep. Go ahead.
Time for tonight's rerun.
Brother.
Monday night in this space, I told the story of the police misconduct and police brutality that erupted on Saturday at a peaceful demonstration by the Occupy Wall Street protesters. We brought this story to a national television audience complete with video of the police violence.
Good for you.
Police violence. Police violence. Pandemonium.
And now they're just showing the video.
Some good pandemonium.
But the video really, it's really hard to figure out what the fuck's going on.
They're arresting people, is what's going on.
What are they saying? Holy shit! I see cops trying to get a hold of a situation. I really do.
And look, now they're taking another guy.
Right.
They're not just randomly picking people, by the way.
Right. And now they're
taking troublemakers and instigators. I love the dragging down the street. That's how you get control of a situation, by the way. You take the troublemakers and people that are inciting. They're inciting.
Like he's playing a montage of videos, and I honestly don't see any problems yet.
Nope.
I really don't.
Here's the woman screaming.
Like it's Kent State.
Like it's fucking yeah. She's like Kim Fuck from, is that her name? Kim Fuck from,
We then showed
Vietnam.
you a slow motion version of that last piece of video, which revealed a police commander using pepper spray against some young women for absolutely no reason.
It's not absolutely
no reason. We now have video shot from another angle immediately after that first pepper spray attack.
Let's see. I can't see.
We're now going to slow that down so that you can get a clear view
I can't
of the
see, goddammit.
indiscriminate pepper spray attacker.
Yeah, the guy's making some decisions to fucking control everybody.
Indiscriminate.
So you got the... Is he a lieutenant in it?
He's a white shirt, so...
Possibly?
Probably.
So the guy's doing what? What are we looking at?
You're looking at him...
What are we looking at, Lawrence, you stupid fuck?
Him, maybe pepper spraying a crowd of people that aren't fucking moving.
All right, hit it.
We now know his name and rank. The New York Times has confirmed that the out-of-control officer, the high-ranking Deputy Inspector Anthony Bologna. Since our program Monday night, much has changed in the life of Inspector Bologna. On Monday, the police department was blithely insisting that the use of pepper spray and all of the rest of the brutality caught on tape was appropriate, even while they knew that we and anyone with internet access had video proving that it was completely unjustified. City Councilman Peter Vallone, the chairman of the City Council's Public Safety Committee.
I don't know. I mean, it's a really long clip. I mean, what do you want to do with this?
It's fucking. You know what? They're trying to make this guy hold this guy up as the image of the abusive NYPD who's cracking down on. It's just nothing. A pepper spraying. Fucking shut up. It happens all the time. It's called crowd control.
if you want to protest and you're in a crowd and the police are telling you to fucking move, first of all, you know what? They're trying to keep a city moving and working. And if there's people in the street, they got to be put off the fucking street. And they were moving these fences around, getting people off the fucking street. And they're telling them, get on the sidewalk.
Well, I mean, and if you're going to protest, some shit's going to go down.
You got to expect it.
You can't cry like a little baby.
The
Realize
city
that
has
if
to
you're
keep
gonna
moving.
If you're going to protest and push it, some shit's going to go down.
A protest in and of itself, what you're doing is interfering with the workings of something. Because that's the only way a protest works. If it doesn't interfere with something, then you're not inconveniencing somebody, and no one's noticing you. Right. And you're not really putting a monkey wrench into the cog. But when you do, the courage and bravery that a protester is supposed to have comes in the fact that you're willing to accept the fact that things like this happen.
Of course.
Now, in the old days, it was a fucking nightstick across your teeth. It was fucking really getting your head rammed into a brick wall. It wasn't please and thank you. And in other countries, it's a bullet in your fucking head or your friend's head exploding next to you and having blood on your hands, trying to cradle a dying friend's head.
Right.
These pussies and this asshole on MSNBC really have lost sight of what all that's about. And I praise the NYPD for being as understanding and respectful as they have been over the past. How long have these idiots been tying up Wall Street?
A couple weeks, maybe.
Yeah. Go home!
Larry, what's up? Larry!
Hey, guys, what's going on? How you doing?
Good, brother.
I'm retired from the job.
Yeah. Retired from the job.
I worked with Inspector Bologna there. You know, Tony Bologna. We used to call
Tony Bologna. Hey, Tony Bologna.
Yeah.
Nah, good man, good boss. The whole thing with this protest, these people marched from Wall Street up to Union Square.
Yeah.
It was an unauthorized protest. They were fine when they stayed in the park down there.
Right.
So what happened was when they wouldn't leave the street, that's what you do. Like Anthony said, back in the day, I go back to on the job in the 80s.
Oh, boy.
We had the Crown Heights and all that. You went in there with the knife sticks and you broke heads. Today you can't break heads.
Because everyone's got the cameras.
Yep, they all got cameras.
Well, Thompson Square Park killed us after with the cameras.
The second they start trying to arrest people, the crowd starts chanting, "The world is watching. The world is watching."
Oh, of course,
and they get their cameras out and they're videoing everything. And meanwhile, the cops are arresting people. They have to drag them out of the crowd. First of all, you can't start arresting someone in the middle of a crowd. First of all, cops don't do that. They gotta get the guy away from the crowd so they don't jeopardize their own lives.
Exactly. Of course, they don't show the crowd punching and kicking at the cops.
Of course.
Right.
That's why the cops are getting them away, and they're going to drag them. And then you get people going, "Oh, you could take. Why do you have your knee on his neck?" Because the guy's fucking resisting. Because he's trying to turn over.
Because we're in the middle of a protest situation.
Yeah.
You're the protesters, and we're trying to control the situation. That's why.
Right.
I don't even mind. I got to go on record. I don't even mind that the younger people are protesting.
Yeah, I don't even care about that.
I kind of like that. I kind of like when people protest against the machine man. But what bothers me, and this is where I'm on the same page as Anthony, is how fucking wimpy these kids are. Because it's a me generation, and it's a... And these kids today, they're so fucking entitled that they don't get it.
Exactly.
If you're going to protest, you're going to get, some of you are going to get your fucking skulls cracked in.
Is that what happens?
Opie, the minute you turn around and take a nightstick out, or the minute you turn around and take the mace out, all of a sudden you see, you get your diehards. They want to get it.
Right.
They want it.
You see the rest of them? They all start backing away. Oh, not me, not me.
Well,
Larry, I was saying this from the start. What these protesters want is a situation where they're being hit or pepper sprayed because all their cameras are out and they want it and they're inciting it. They are trying their hardest. And the fact that there hasn't been more instances shows the amount of restraint that the NYPD has with these kids.
Exactly. They should. Listen, it goes back to there's an incident back in the early 80s in Borough Park in the 6-6 precinct. And Borough Park back then primarily Jewish. And the Jewish people stormed the precinct and took the precinct over.
Oy vey.
All right? And what they did was the big bosses turned around to that and let them go. They're blowing off steam. And after the whole thing was over, a black cop that was on the scene told a reporter in the Daily News. He said that this was a black neighborhood, there'd be black bodies laying on the floor. That's the problem with this city. They let these certain people get away with shit.
Look at you, see?
Years it's been going on.
Yeah.
Turn around and God forbid you do your job. You can't even do your job anymore.
No.
You can't even take care of a summons anymore.
You can't take care of a summons. You can't do anything. I know some cops that are very close to retirement. And a lot of times when a cop gets close to retirement, they consider, should I put in a few more years or something? They are grabbing what their pension is and running because there's too much at risk. You're risking too much staying on the job now. You might as well take your pension, leave, and actually go, whoo, I made it out without fucking losing my pension or God forbid, getting arrested. These days, we're not letting the police do their job because we're waiting to get a YouTube video or a lawsuit or trying to get some guy thrown off the fucking force. It comes back because you don't get the amount of protection that you were getting when they were allowed to do the job.
Exactly right, Anthony.
All right.
Yeah. My friend. All right there, Larry.
All right, guys. Thank you very much.
Have a good one, man.
All right, brother.
Larry made it out.
Yeah, so the bullet points, simple. Lawrence O'Donnell is creepy and not easy to watch with his fucking icy cold eyes. Reverend Al sucks.
Reverend Al's a douche.
And I took a peek at MSNBC. Not so much these days. Those two especially, I cannot fucking watch at all.
When they say lean forward as their little motto now, it's like, stop it. You lean left. You lean so hard left. As far as, Fox leans right. MSNBC is trying to be like this. That's their answer to fair and balanced. Like Fox says fair and balanced, and Fox leans right.
But they're both wrong.
Yeah,
they're both really wrong. I know you're a Fox guy, but they're both wrong.
They weigh each other out.
They're both wrong. When Hannity told us what he said, he's not a Republican, he's a moderate or something. I'm like, what?
No, he's a fucking Christian Republican.
Of course,
which I don't care. Fine,
I know, but he said that on our show. I'm like, no, just be what you are. You're absolutely a right-wing Republican.
One thing I do see on Fox that I rarely see on MSNBC though is Fox will, like Bill O'Reilly. Right. Will have a left-leaning liberal motherfucker
Reverend
on there,
Al or somebody,
and actually have a discussion with the person.
Right.
Let them get their points out.
It's too bad he's a douche.
But MSNBC, you will rarely see them even allow anyone from the right to talk without first prefacing it as, "Here comes a lunatic that we got on. Look out!"
Right.
And so when they say lean forward, it's so insulting. It's like, no, we see what you do. We see what all the news does, especially mainstream media is left-leaning. And MSNBC could be one of the most left-leaning news agencies around. And to say that they, lean forward, shut up.
Well, more importantly, I don't know who's in control over there, but they're making horrible decisions.
Oh,
I can't imagine anyone's watching Lawrence O'Donnell.
No.
I mean, and they basically kicked Keith Olbermann out the door, who was very animated. I didn't agree with Keith. I kind of like watching because it was crazy TV, basically.
Well, unfortunately for him, you were the only one watching, and that's why they got rid of him, because the ratings are not there.
But that's the point I'm making. They replace him with Lawrence O'Donnell, and he's supposed to get the ratings. He sucks.
I know. That's just it.
This guy is really creepy. Watch it for a half hour.
Yeah.
With those icy cold, I might have killed someone in my past eyes.
And then black eyes, lifeless eyes, like a doll's eye.
And then you got stupid Reverend Al on there now.
Yeah.
Like, who's making these decisions?
Talk about alienating people.
I think so.
You're even alienating the left. People on the left don't like Reverend Al. He's a lying sack of shit from the Tawana Brawley thing.
I think
He's an instigator. He's a race baiter. It's terrible.
And stop with the scowl, Reverend Al. Oh, you're angry today.
He's always outraged.
Enough of your stupid fucking scowl. You're on TV. Why don't you smile every once in a while? There, free advice. Pay me.
Reverend Al is always outraged.
Always scowling.
You think he scowls when he uses that money from his fucking coalition to buy those nice suits? Do you think he scowls? What are you doing?
Yeah.
Take in the waist. I lost some weight.
Fucking enough with the scowl.
Look at me. I've been working out. I'm a size 42. I'm huge.
Right.
The best.
He's always in look, there's the scowl. Google image Reverend Al.
Look at the scowl.
Just Google image Reverend Al. I want the whole first page. I will bet there's not one picture of him smiling.
Wow.
Everything has to be some kind of a scowl.
He is outraged. I am outraged at my outrage.
Look at this. Look at these fucking stupid faces this guy makes.
I am literally looking at myself in the mirror, and I am outraged at the amount of rage that is out in my rage. What I just say? What I just say?
Even with Obama, click on the Obama picture when they were eating fried chicken together.
I have a perma scowl. That's what it is. Look.
You're with the president, you asshole. Stop scowling.
I'm with the president, and I'm outraged. He's eating fried chicken. He's setting us back years.
It looks like someone threw a pebble into his forehead, and it's now rippling toward his eyebrows. Right?
I need Botox.
How many lines does he have when he scowls up there?
I don't know. I get a new one each year like a tree. You can tell how many years I've been outraged. Just count my wrinkles on my forehead. I've been outraged for 35 years.
Even when he tries to smile in these Google image pictures, it's really hard for him.
I need to get fat again.
Look at that fucking...
If I get fat again, it will fill the ridges in my head. I look like a Klingon. I got head ridges like a Klingon.
Top Gun, Canada, Reverend Scowl.
Reverend Scowl.
Reverend Scowl.
They call me Reverend Scowl.
Jesus, enough already.
My God. What have I done?
You're on TV, man. Make it a little more comfortable for people watching. Enough with the scowl.
Why am I so angry? Even when he's giving a thumbs up, he's at some kind of Viacom event. I'm looking at a picture.
Yeah.
And he still has all those ridges on his head.
He can't help himself.
Oh, man. I need to tie me a tight ponytail on the back of my head to get rid of my Klingon forehead.
Speaking of politics, did you, this hit yesterday. I think it was good old Puddle of AIDS, I think. Was this on Ted Williams' head? It might have been. What has he got? TedWilliamshead.com?
Yeah.
Even if I didn't see it there, I mean, he does a good job at his little site there. A little council roll call.
Yeah.
Did you see this yet?
I haven't seen this one.
Oh, it's fucking funny, man.
Go on.
Highlands.org. Thank you. Free public promotion there. Mike Hunt. Mike Hunt?
No.
Mike Hunt in the audience?
No.
Michael Hunt? It says Mike Hunt here, not here. Dr. Tom Williams. Dr. Williams. Followed by Henry Marine.
The video itself sucks.
No way.
It's kind of one of those like C-SPAN type shots where they just kind of show.
Yeah, big long view.
Yeah, and then the guy's doing his roll call, and I guess Mike Hunt.
Who would fall for that? That goes to show you these guys have no clue what's going on in the real world.
Sure.
Because anyone that has any sense of humor, that's heard a joke in their life, that hangs out with funny people, they heard that fucking years ago. Sally Kramer? The fucking guy actually said Mike Hunt.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I had the video
asshole.
somewhere. I'll try to tweet it. I thought I saved it, but I don't know. Hey,
Phil McCracken. Phil McCracken.
You hear what the Mets did with Reyes? Jose Reyes? Where's Travis?
What they did?
He's got a chance at the batting title, so, after he bunted for a single in the first inning, no one bunts in the first inning, ever. Ever. There's no reason to bunt in the first inning, ever.
Ever?
Oh, can you send me that link? I'll tweet that shit. Mike Hunt prank at L.A. City Council.
Good one, Mike Hunt.
Travis, you know way more about baseball than me, but this was brought to my attention. This Jose Reyes, so he bunts in the first inning.
Yeah, well, this was his idea.
Why did he bunt?
Because he's just a piece of shit. Was
there a reason for bunting?
Well, yeah, I mean, he's a fast guy. Like, he lays down a bunt, chances are he's gonna get a base hit.
Run that out.
Yeah,
fair enough.
So I guess he went to the manager there.
He went?
Yeah.
Oh, that's even more embarrassing.
And said, hey, I wanna try and get a hit and then take me out to preserve my chances of winning the batting title, because it was between him and Ryan Braun on Milwaukee.
Right.
So he gets a base hit, ups his average a little bit, immediately gets taken out of the game. You know, you don't want to play the whole game and you know, be a man like Ted Williams used to.
Yeah, everyone's talking about Ted Williams.
Well, when Ted Williams batted over 400, he had the opportunity to not play those games.
Right. He was already at 400, but he said, fuck that, I'm still playing.
Yeah, and he played
That's
those
a man.
games.
That's a man.
Yeah.
There's not...
A man with a frozen head.
There's not many men in this world these days.
Men.
There really isn't.
Manly men.
Ronnie B's a man.
Of course.
There's a short list of men at this point.
Smoking man.
That's right.
Not only not only does he take himself out of the game to increase his chances of winning a batting title, it's the Mets' last game at home. It's probably his last game as a Met because he's a free agent and he had a great season. And unless the Mets throw a ton of money at him, this is it.
Okay.
And he was a homegrown player, you know, so a lot of fans come out to he came
up in the weeds and all
Isn't
that.
the whole thing you have to play the game, and that's if you get a high average, it's because you played the game.
Well, it depends on how many at-bats you have.
Yeah, I know. That's just it. It's like...
So, you know, yesterday he had one at-bat and he had
part of
one
the
base
game.
hit. Yeah.
But a bunt single, and then he's asked to get taken out of the game.
So then Ryan Braun...
That is embarrassing.
Take me out, coach! I don't want to play!
I mean, at least fake it. Make believe you want to stay in, and, you know, they take him out. He's like, oh, come on!
Yeah.
I want to stay in. Bah! But not go to the fucking... coach and say, yank me.
Take me out of here.
Well, how do they handle that?
Get me out of here.
The fans.
Oh, they booed the shit out of him.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Good, because I'm not a huge Mets fan these days. Good for them. Good for you guys.
And then he ended up winning the batting title because Ryan Braun went 0 for 4. So he had to go 3 for 4 to win it, and he went.
Oh, boy.
Wait, so let's say Reyes stayed in and went 1 for 4. Then what would have happened?
He probably, he would have won, yeah.
Still would have won.
Because Braun went 0 for 4.
Ah, what a fucking lame-ass move that is. Like you said, Ted Williams didn't do that shit.
Yeah.
No.
All right.
Ted Williams was a true man.
First Met to win a batting title.
Who cares?
Not me. I'm not a Mets fan.
I don't give a fuck. Especially if it's done that way. I don't give a fuck. Jesus. Want to hear the Mike Hunt again?
Please.
As we go to break?
Please.
Can I just say, walking down the hallway, your studio is incredibly yellow.
Yeah.
Your eyes adjust to it.
We're used to it
you
now.
really do.
Like if you walk out to go to the bathroom during the break and you come back in here, you're gonna be. It's unbelievable. How
We're
yellow
fucking
it
up
is.
our cones and rods.
Yeah. I know I reached my my bitch quota yesterday. That's why I'm trying to be cool today.
Yeah.
I'm trying.
I feel like I have a yellow legal pad here, but it's white paper.
No, everything's white now in here. I don't even see yellow anymore. I'm going to be going through lights like crazy today.
Yeah.
I'm going to drive and be like, hey, that went from green to red. What the fuck happened? I don't know. What is
this
a white
new white
light?
light? Yeah.
I don't know what that even means.
Yeah.
That's great. I'm eating white French fries. What happened?
Yeah. Everyone could heat up their lunches in here, I guess, later on today.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, just leave it all under the heat lamp.
Sure.
That sandwich of yours is nice and hot.
Still is.
It's a melt.
It's great.
All right, we're going to break. Patrice O'Neal coming in. Jimmy's in Tampa. Let's not forget. Tampa Improv, I believe.
Yes.
Starting tonight. It's going to be on Cowhead's show.
I think so.
Today, tomorrow, both days probably.
Maybe.
Do
you know, I used to get excited when I would see that we made Google News. I'd see a Google News thing come up and be like, oh, cool.
Yeah.
Google News.
Yeah.
And I click and be like, Opie and Anthony did this or that, or we're fired or something.
Yeah.
Now, not so much. When in 2 days, the likes of Travis made the Google News, and then the likes of Sam Roberts made it yesterday with an incredible interview from the Shit Hour.
Jesus.
With some wrestler guy.
Zach Ryder.
Zach, of course.
I don't know who Zach Ryder
you
is.
know it.
He's a Long Island guy, right?
Yeah, take care, spike your hair.
You might as well be speaking French. I have no idea what
I wish
this
he
is.
was. I wouldn't understand this.
I have no idea what this is.
Yeah.
Long Island IZ in the house.
IZ. See, Long Island IZ.
That's right.
And he made, so I see Google News and I'm like, okay, I got an alert. It must be an Opie and Anthony story. No. The other day I see Travis in the Huffington Post because he got Radiohead tickets. And then yesterday, I'm like, oh, what's this one? Click. Oh, Sam Roberts from the after, and it says the after show. Like, it's a fucking real show.
It is.
Stop it. It's a joke.
He tried to make it a joke, but I flipped the switch.
I don't know what happened.
I know what's
Wasn't that
happening.
a goof?
I know what's happening.
Oh, do you?
We're being taken over.
Oh, God.
By the youngins.
They figured that they could just pop him in on our shift and pay him nothing, and he'll do fucking 5 hours. Yeah.
Woo woo.
Woo, woo, woo.
The youngins.
Yep. The kids.
The kids today taking over.
Yeah.
You serious, bro?
Good for you. Oh, shit.
Is that another catchphrase?
Yeah, is that one of the, yeah.
Yes.
And this is in the 10 o'clock hour, huh?
What was the big...
You're going to force us to go to 11 again.
Yeah, I know.
You know that, right?
Press.
You're going to force us.
I'm getting Google alerts.
If this turns into a wrestling show, we're going to have to take the fucking hour back.
Getting Google alerts. for the show.
WWE star Zack Ryder spoke with Sam Roberts on After Opie and Anthony Live.
It's the name. It's like the name of something.
Yeah.
It's like it's a real show.
What happened?
No, it's the shit hour.
What happened?
No, it was a clip show. How are you getting press on a clip show?
Wait till you hear when we get sponsored next week.
Oh, Jesus
Oh,
my God. It better be from a toilet brush.
Nope.
No, sir.
Oh,
Wait
boy.
till you hear what's coming next.
Oh, I can only imagine.
Oh, God, no. That's
You know,
correct.
if any of this
Giveaways
leads up
going
to
on?
us taking some time off, though, I'm all for it. So
Let's just
whatever.
put it this way. You're not going to be able to take the show off until at least December.
Oh, really?
That's right.
What?
Oh, hey, you got a block, huh?
Well, sales is now involved.
With the
Why
shit
wouldn't
hour?
they-
They
why
don't
wouldn't
sell
they,
this show. Why are they selling your show?
They try.
You're going to be doing some live reads.
Possibly.
Sam Roberts on the
my
live
God.
read.
What is going on?
That's good.
Good. At
Then
least
you can do them all, motherfucker. I think you have been.
Yeah.
I've been darting out of here so quickly. Sam hands me a piece of copy at the end of the show and goes, "No, you got to do this first." I'm like, "Yeah, right." Yeah. I run out with my
I
fucking
believe
thing
your
to the
response
elevator.
is, no, you got to do
You do
this.
it. And then I go to my truck and I turn on the radio and I hear Sam doing a read.
Perfect.
It's great.
That's perfect.
It's perfect.
By the
Who
way,
cares?
when Monday hits,
Yeah.
less than a year left. The
Oh, is that
countdown-
official?
The countdown officially begins.
Get your countdown clocks programmed and start them up on Monday.
7 years? Our 7-year anniversary is Monday, too. Huh?
Aw,
I hope there's a lot of presents coming in the mail.
Shit.
You know what else starts on Monday?
What?
Jocktober.
Oh, yeah.
kid.
Thank God.
I'm looking forward to that.
Thank God. You got some good ones?
Oh, yes.
And some old faves?
Old faves, good ones. A lot of listener requests already coming in.
I
like
just got
crazy.
it. I just got it. Look, I'm not being a spoiler here, but I got to know. Scott and Todd.
Look, is it Jocktober without Scott and Todd?
No, it isn't.
Scott and Todd. It's like John and Jeff.
John and
It's like asking if
Please, not
Santa's
John
going to
Jeff
come.
again. Oh, God, no. Please.
The only reason I come in October is because one of those days we're going to be playing John and Jeff.
It's worth coming in the whole month. Just on the off chance that day.
We're two guys.
Who knows?
They're the best.
We're two guys who think. No, you're not.
And
I
everybody
think if we
thinks-
do a promo like this, people will think we're men. We're two guys.
Everybody thinks it'll be the last day. Maybe I'll throw it in middle of the month. John and Jeff all of a sudden.
That's how you roll.
Tune
All
in
right.
every day.
We got a break. We
Yeah,
got
let's eat.
Patrice O'Neal coming in. Big Mama Prods on the Twitter.
Nice.
Lewis Black. Holy shit, he's coming in?
That's cool. He hasn't been
I
in
thought
a
he
while.
forgot about us.
You know, with a lot of world issues going on, I like discussing things with Lewis. Oh, that's. You'd think it was the real person.
That's my new impression.
Perfect.
I think I got it.
You got that down. And ladies and gentlemen, he's pointing. as he
Yeah,
does.
well, you have to.
You got to.
You got to get into it.
You got to point.
Wow, that's pretty good, right?
That was pretty good. That's good.
Working on my impressions for my new career.
Sounds like a gunga.
Once again, Mike Hunt as we go to break from some kind of council roll call in L.A. Yeah. We'll tweet the video somehow, some way in a minute or two. Stay there.
Highlands.org. Thank you. Free public promotion there. Mike Hunt. Mike Hunt. Mike Hunt in the audience. Michael Hunt. It says Mike Hunt here, not here. Dr. Tom Williams. Dr. Williams. Followed by Henry Marine.
I'll tell you what the best hour of every show is. The 10 o'clock. Yes.
Thank you.
Thank
you very much.
Wow,
I
why would you
appreciate
say
you.
that?
Sirius XM. Sirius XM. Yeah. This is the Opie and Anthony Show.
Oh, Dice is 54 today?
What?
That's what it says here.
What? No way.
What? Older?
Fuck yes. I ain't buying that shit.
No, man, he hit early. I think he's only 54.
No way.
Yep. He hit early, man. Real early.
I cannot accept that.
I think that's about right. You know that Willie Mays thing where he caught the ball, they call it the catch?
Yeah.
57 years ago.
Wow.
Remember when those guys died from the Tylenol thing?
Oh, yeah.
With the cyanide? 7 people? That's 29 years ago already.
No fucking way. You're saying that's like 30 years. Might as well be.
Yeah, 30 years.
Holy shit.
Yeah. And Nancy Grace still fucking denying the nip slip.
Stop it. It wasn't a pasty. It wasn't some fucking bra thing. It was your tit.
Listen, you stupid pig. That was your big, fat, fucking brown nipple.
Big, nasty teat.
Yeah.
Where you suckle piglets.
Yeah. We have a South African radio news anchor.
Oh.
Mark Esther Hodgson gets fired because of an F-bomb filled rant. This is a big one today.
For radio? I guess they got an FCC in South Africa?
Yeah.
How's that?
Yeah, they don't like your color, but don't say fuck on the radio.
Yeah.
I like that song.
Yeah.
Can I see the Nancy Grace thing again?
Oh, yeah. Disgusting.
How is she saying this isn't her big, stupid brown nipple?
It is.
It's the areola, and it's actually the nipple part.
It's got the nipple poking out.
That's the nipple poking out.
Of course it is.
Because a lot of people like to say the nipple's the whole fucking thing, but you got the areola, and then you got the part you suck is the nipple.
It's right? Big and brown. Because she's fucking... Has she suckled any children? How many children has she suckled?
I fucking hate her nostrils. It drives me nuts.
It really is horrid.
Those horrendous fucking nostrils.
Oh, God.
You know who has bad nostrils?
Who's that?
I better not say.
Turn the fucking mic down. Tell me. Oh, Jesus.
What?
Hey, we didn't need music. That's okay. That probably wouldn't go.
But those people do.
Yeah, they do.
And I'm not talking...
In person.
No, I'm not.
No.
Believe it or not, I'm not.
No.
I'm not. It's when the nostril has that too much shit going on the side, that drives me.
You got a lot of side nostril.
Like Mr. Burns.
Yeah. Yeah. I was getting my hair did yesterday, and
how's that?
Well, the chick shampooing. Mm-hmm. She was a stocky little thing, and as she was leaning over, she was breathing out her nostrils, and I felt like the air hitting my face. So I had to time my breathing out of my mouth like I was swimming. I would go like out of the side of my mouth when she wasn't breathing out on me, because it was creeping me out. Like her exhaling through these, and believe me, she had some big ass nostrils. Mm-hmm. And
hold on.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Holy shit.
What happened?
Holy shit. I certainly hope that those microphones were off.
I heard it.
Because
What happened?
That would cost us quite
Hopefully
a bit.
our jobs.
Yeah. I gotta admit, that would cost us our jobs.
Hopefully.
Wow, Kazowie. That sounds like something I'd say on the drive home.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Just trying to be your friend. I'm sorry.
Well, it works.
I figured
that's a good one.
I figure that's the way to your heart.
It really is.
All right, good.
Yeah.
Good.
So yes, by the way, yes, the answer is yes. And the hot breath coming out of the nose was hitting my face. Like hard. Like and I was timing my breath like through my mouth.
You guys had to work together.
Yes. It was weird.
You breathe, I'll hold my breath. My turn.
Yeah, because I did not want to smell what was coming out of that nose. It was weird. It was freaking me out.
You know, we were talking about it, I don't think it made the air yesterday, but some of these shampoo broads, I'm convinced they're doing handies on the side.
Yeah.
And I go to nice places, but they're now... It went from shampooing to they're pretty much massaging the top half of your body.
Yeah, there's something going on.
And then they use their fingers in a way like, oh, I see.
Dude, this stubby girl, like I was talking about yesterday, did this thing. She went through the whole rigmarole, and then during the last fucking thing that they put in the hair and go to fucking shampoo, she did this thing where she's really massaging like my skull, and then she's working her way up toward the top of my head, and all I could think is like, that's what she does to a cock. like the way she was working her hands was like, that's what she does to
dick. She like grabs it with both hands and like moves up and
makes a sandcastle.
She was giving a fucking dick hand job to the top of my head.
Yeah, but somewhere up there's a connection between that and your wiener.
And your
because every once in a while you'll feel your wiener move. You're like, what?
Is it like when you go over a dip in the road in your car? Do you get to feel that feeling?
Way down there?
Yeah, that wiener feeling.
Whatever muscle that is, it's
the wiener muscle.
That's kind of I think it's connected to the wiener, but way deep inside.
Why does that happen when you're in your car?
Man.
You go on a big whoop-de-doo like dip,
right?
And you get a feeling in your wiener,
and then next thing you know, you're spilling jizz. And mommy and daddy are singing to the Carpenters.
Well, let me tell you, it's never gone that far with me, Ope.
No, I'm just saying, I've heard.
Oh. And do girls get the weenie feeling in the car dip?
I don't know.
Because the guys, I know, I don't know, do girls get the wiener?
No, because they just got like a hole there where our inner wiener is.
Our inner wiener is?
Like
it's just a hole, so there's nowhere to get
our
the
inner
feeling.
Wiener's like, look, my dick's way down here.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
It's somewhere like below the belly button, way in here.
It's there. It gives you this wiener feeling.
Yeah.
When you go like on a whoop-de-doo.
Yeah.
But the girl doesn't get it?
I don't know. I don't think they do.
Why hasn't anyone ever asked this question?
I don't think they do.
Dr. Steve, text me. What is the wiener feeling on a whoop-de-doo, and do girls get it?
Very good. We need the answer.
I need the answer.
Yes, we do. Yoo-hoo Rocket from Jersey. Don't bring up the Yoo-hoo thing again.
Oh, my God.
It gets a lot of people upset. I know the nostrils you mean, Ope. It's like looking at the roof of a house from the side.
You're looking up an eave. You're looking up the eave.
I'm fucking not into nostrils these days.
Yeah.
Because of stupid Nancy Grace.
Imagine what it looks like when she's like out in the cold.
Yeah.
And there's just like, there's like wet. You could see the wetness.
There's a piggy nose where this part is pushed up a little bit. So it looks like they're just constantly making that pig noise, pig face.
Yeah.
And then it's this one where it's pushed up to the side too much.
Yeah, and you could see a lot of septum.
Not good.
You see a lot of septum.
Here's a South African radio news anchor, Mark Blah gets fired because of an F-bomb filled rant. This should be good.
This is Eyewitness News.
Good morning. I'm Mark Esterhuizen. Fuck racism. Fuck the pigs who killed Andre Stantane. Fuck the Avia beer. Fuck racism. We are all wild animals meant to live free. Fuck capitalism. Fuck fascism. Fuck this fucking wage slavery graveyard shit. Fuck domestication. Fuck Malema. Fuck the state. Fuck perpetual economic growth on a finite planet. This is the only fucking planet we have. If you don't agree with me, please see my blog, markesterhazen.blogspot.com. Peace, love, respect, anarchy. Follow me on Twitter, Mark Esterhazen. You can see me on Facebook as well, Mark Esterhazen.
Wow.
He knew.
Too bad this is satellite radio. We do that same rant. They're like, we'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah. He knew he was jumping on a fucking grenade. He knew it.
He wanted to get fired.
He wanted out.
Talk radio station in South Africa booted one of its newsreaders Tuesday after he spat out the F word more than a dozen times in an on-air rant that you just heard, obviously. This guy, Mark, slammed racism, cops, capitalism, fascism during his 41-second diatribe.
I like diatribes.
At 1 a.m. on Talk Radio 702 Eyewitness News.
Hey.
Johannesburg.
Good morning, Johannesburg. How we doing? Fuckity fuck.
I guess it's because this guy was killed in April after being brutally beaten by police at a protest.
Shock jocks.
Hey, man, it goes back to the protest thing. See, real shit's going on with protesters elsewhere.
That's the real deal.
Not a little fucking pepper spray to your eyes.
No.
We can't tolerate that kind of behavior.
Mm-hmm. That's, no, we can't.
Oh, meaning the guy saying fuck everything. Not the fact that a guy died at a protest.
Yeah.
We can't tolerate that kind of behavior, meaning the radio host.
How could you fucking give a shit if he says fuck? Cares?
Yeah.
What's so bad about hearing that?
I would listen to the fuck newsreader every day. Why wouldn't you? If John Montone was just fuck potholes.
Oh, I know.
Or whatever he's into these days.
Yeah.
I'd listen to that.
Oh, my God.
Especially on regular radio.
That fucking Beetle wig has to go.
What are you talking about? Oh, Ken Burns?
Ken Burns makes some really great documentaries.
Not so much now that we could all do it on iMovie.
Yeah. Well, they call it the Ken Burns effect.
Dude, I'm doing Ken Burns shit.
You're doing the Ken Burns effect.
And I just started this video shit.
You could take your still pictures. Well, the Civil War really put him over the top.
Not that impressive
Civil
anymore,
War documentary, because he was, there's not much video from the Civil War.
Right.
So he had to use still pictures, but give them emotion, make them move.
Right.
So he was able to pan and pull back and push in on a still picture and kind of reveal what was happening around. And it's known now as the Ken Burns effect that you could do. But how about the effect of that wig on his head? He asked for the Paul McCartney effect because he's got a horrid Beatles wig.
Yeah, he does. It's more Bay City Rollers, Ant.
You think Bay City Rollers?
I don't mean to correct you, sir, but I think it's more Bay City Rollers than Beatles. Let's go Bay City Rollers.
Bay City Rollers with needs a little more puff on top.
Well, let's take a look. I might be wrong here.
I think that needs a little more puff.
Oh shit! Yeah,
on top.
You know what? I am wrong.
But that's an old style Paul McCartney Beatle wig. I think. Look at old Paul McCartney picture, like Paul McCartney. Circa 60s. Yeah. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Now, right there.
Yeah.
That is the look Ken Burns' head.
Yeah.
Paul McCartney's head. Ken Burns is wearing it. I know. He's wearing it a little longer in the back than Paul did. But
let's just hold him down and yank his hair out.
Wouldn't that be great? And document it.
And document it.
We'll just fucking put the camera
Ken Burns
on
effect.
Yes, with the Ken Burns effect as we rip his wig off.
Is it a wig, you think?
Oh, that is such a wig.
Oh, that is a wig.
Look, it's like got a seam on top. His part is literally a seam where they have stitched hair.
You sure?
Posi traction.
Huh.
That is a wig. Look at his part. No one has that hair.
Well, it's not supposed to be that dark if he's that old.
Yeah.
There's a point where you got to give up on the medicine. The hair medicine.
Yeah.
There is a point.
Yeah, there's a point. But you got to let a little distinguished gray show through.
Wow. That's what we tell ourselves.
Yeah.
Fuck. I'm dying from within. Great. Here, world. Here's my dying.
Shows experience.
What? Shows experience. I'm not a fucking mountain gorilla.
Oh, wow.
They could get away with that shit.
Can they? Oh, shit.
The graybacks or whatever they're called.
Silverback.
Oh, yeah.
The silverback gorilla.
That's something you don't want to fuck with.
No, they're fucking mean.
But when it's a human being with gray hair, a very easy target.
Those things are perpetually outraged. You ever see them fucking in the documentaries? They are mean motherfuckers.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking batting their chest and pulling down vegetation and then biting things.
You know what that silverback looks like?
What? Oh, no. Oh, my God.
What? What's wrong with you? Why are you laughing at that? That's not nice.
Because it's hysterical. I get so scared that you're going to miss a button.
What?
Holy shit.
Just trying to be your pal.
Well, it's working.
I'm going to have an invite to the compound any day now.
Open invite. Wow, that's a mean motherfucker right there. Holy shit.
No. What animal are you the most scared of?
Actually, let me think about that. I would think it would be some type of jungle cat. Like a big one, like a tiger, a lion, a leopard, something like that. Yeah, because first of all, there's no getting away from it. And there's absolutely no reasoning with that fucking thing.
Well, I hear rhinos are nasty.
Yeah,
but it looks like you could just move sideways and get away from them.
Yeah, it's almost like a bullfight kind of a thing with a rhino.
I don't think they could pivot too well, so I'm not too scared of the rhino.
And I don't think a rhino will... it's a little baby tiger. Meow. I don't think a rhino will fucking chase you that far.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think if you get a little out of range of a rhino's like bad eyesight,
Yeah.
he'd just say fuck it and turn around.
And you could sidestep, and that thing's going into a tree, man.
Yeah. But like a cat, like those things, they will fuck you with you for the sake of fucking
Tiger
with you.
or lion?
How about a liger?
A liger.
A giant liger.
What's more nasty, a tiger or a lion?
I think tigers are nastier.
Okay.
Than the lion. The female lion, though, the lioness,
damn it,
is really something to not ever fuck with.
Where you at with bears? Bears are pretty fucking intense.
Bears are pretty fucked up too. But again, like they say, if you're of sound mind enough and have the courage enough to sit there and cover the back of your head and just play dead,
right,
the bear will go away.
Right.
There have been instances. A tiger or a lion.
All right, so
you're dead. You're so fucking dead.
But where's the mountain gorilla?
The mountain gorilla?
That's some
When
scary
are you going to come
shit.
across one?
But I'm just saying the scariest animal.
I don't think you come upon them to the point where they attack you.
What?
I'm not sure. Like a mountain gorilla.
Fuck that. You see them in the zoo, they want that glass removed.
Oh, yeah, but
they want you so fucking bad at all times.
But let's say you're walking through the jungles of Africa, right? I think you'd be more apt to get fucked up by a cat. And I'm not talking about number-wise, because there's probably a lot less like lions than there are fucking gorillas. I'm not even sure.
I think you're onto something. I think what scares people about tigers and lions and mountain lions, they sneak up from behind.
Yeah, you don't even see them coming.
I don't think the mountain gorilla would do that.
No,
but
if you're like...
But if you come across one of these guys in your path, you're fucked.
Then you're fucked.
But they're not. I don't think they're actively hunting you like a lion does.
A lioness will sit there and do that crouchy thing where the shoulders kind of
right,
and they're in the weeds,
right,
and you won't even know that fucking thing's there until it's on top of you, running at you at fucking 40 miles an hour to just plow into you. Would that be horrible?
Puddle of Aid says, "What about sharks?" I'm not scared of sharks. I go in the water a lot because even if you're attacked by a shark, you have a really good chance of surviving because they don't want to eat you. These other things want to eat you.
And how about...
Or fucking kill you. A shark, the whole thing, and I swear, my bro's a marine biologist, he could give you all the facts. They bite and realize, oh, fuck, and move on.
Yeah, they don't like you.
Every once in a while, the bite is in such a way you're fucked, obviously.
Yeah.
But a mountain lion will fucking attack you and kill you. A bear will attack you and kill you. They don't stop. And it's certainly a mountain gorilla. The same shit. They'll rip your limbs apart.
And how about this? With a shark, you leave the water, attack over.
Right.
Once you're on the beach, attack 100% is over.
Right.
How do you get away from a fucking mountain lion?
Yeah, I'm not really scared of sharks.
No.
Really not. I mean,
fuck them.
Get a little weird when you're in the deep water, but...
man, when you look into that hazy part and you think that thing could come at you at about 40, 30, 40 miles an hour and be on top of you before you have anything you can do.
Yeah, there's some fear there, but...
It's that misty, you can't see shit and wonder like, hey, that must go down a few miles.
Don't ever go scuba diving, man.
Oh, scary.
When you look out at that darkness.
Yeah, the darkness. Monsters down there.
I always picture a big, huge blue whale is just right out of sight.
And those things wouldn't fuck you, but fuck with you, but or they might fuck you, but wouldn't fuck with you. But just to see something that huge in the water would scare the shit out of me.
I would fucking lose my mind.
That's creepy. That's Photoshop. Come on.
Number one killer of humans is, I have heard this recently.
Pigs?
Pigs.
No.
Pigs.
I've heard this too.
Especially when they get on top, yes. Joe in Arizona. Joe?
Hey, boys.
Hey, man.
Number one killer of human beings. Saw it on National Geographic. Hippopotamus.
Imposterous.
Why the hippo? I guess too many people are living close to hippos, right?
Yeah. It's Africa, I would gather. And what they do, a lot of people go to the water to do their laundry and maybe some fishing. And the hippos are very territorial. And they will bite you with those big, horrible 4 teeth that they own.
Wow, those 4 teeth will do damage.
Those are some fucking teeth.
You've seen the videos of hippos swimming? No,
yeah.
You think they're slow?
Yeah.
Joe will tell you. He saw the whole fucking show. The hippos move in the water, man.
Yeah, they're pretty fast.
And they chase boats. I saw one where they were chasing one of these fucking boats.
The best way to get rid of them?
Yeah.
Carry marbles with you. Because they will try to gobble up the marbles as quickly as possible, and you run away.
Got to walk around with a pocket full of marbles.
Yes, marbles. Because the hippos that I've had experience with in my youth, they love marbles.
How stupid would that be?
It's retarded.
Why are they killing humans there, Joe? Do you know the answer?
Actually, it's because of the proximity to the water, like you said, and also the fact that once they're on land, they're extremely fast. Believe it or not, for short distances, and they'll actually just chase people down.
And you don't want to be killed by a dinosaur ever.
That is a fucking dinosaur. That looks like a dinosaur. Look at that. Oh, I thought we were watching hippo footage. Is this is E-Rock's cruise?
Oh, wow. And E-Rock's just sitting
there going, he knew it was coming. He knew it was coming.
Looks like E-Rock lost a couple pounds. E-Rock, you lose a couple pounds.
Are you implying that the hippo is thinner than, as you remember E-Rock being? Yes. Oh, okay.
E-Rock, you lose some weight?
Just being sure.
No.
I just wanted him to say that.
his disgusted no.
I told E-Rock, and I'll say it on the air. I love the Twitter version of E-Rock, man.
It's tough.
He doesn't put up with shit.
He's tough. He's Twitter tough guy, E-Rock.
I like it.
I call Twitter tough guy.
I like it a lot.
Yeah.
All right, Joe. Thank you, sir.
All right, punch out.
We're watching video of, I think that's the chocolate buffet up on the promenade deck.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, wait a minute. No, it's not. It's more. It's the river hippopotamus at the Toronto Zoo. I didn't know.
How does it run that fast with those short, stubby legs?
They do look like giant armadillos.
How the fuck does that move?
I don't know.
Let me go to Mikey.
Pretty cool, huh?
Mike.
Yeah, say, guys, I'll tell you right now, you have never fucking experienced fear like the fear and that consumes you when a mountain lion screams at you, dude, and you don't know where the fuck that bitch is coming.
Oh, they make that fucking sound.
What's the sound?
Oh, man.
It's that sound like they used to make in the Cougar ads for Ford. Remember the Ford Cougar?
Yeah.
And there was the Cougar, and it would make that sound.
Oh, it's that basic sound?
It's crazy. Yeah.
Oh, fuck that.
That sounds like my ex-wife in court.
A buddy of mine were up in the hills, and I tell you what, man, we were just traipsing around, hunting, and all of a sudden, man, we heard the scream of this bitch. We figured, you know what, let's just go back out the way we came, and when we did, I swear to God, she must have circled around, and she wasn't fucking in front of us, dude.
Wow, man, that thing was hunting you.
Where the fuck she's coming from?
Jesus.
It was crazy.
Yeah, that was hunting you, motherfucker.
Yeah, that's what it fucking felt like, man.
Yeah, fuck that.
We were the now being hunted. We were the fucking prey, and she was the predator, man. It was
Animal
crazy.
is scary.
God.
Anyway, take it easy, boys.
Someone's saying a male lion.
Sit your ass down, Patrice.
A male.
What's wrong with you? he's tiptoeing in. He's making faces like that. Ding, 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 ding.
The male lion will stalk you for 3 days. We're learning.
3 days.
3 fucking days.
Why the male? The male doesn't do the hunting, but the male will fuck you up if it thinks you're trying to fuck its female lions.
Yeah.
So I think they have no perception that you're not another lion coming in there to take over its pride. You know what I mean?
That looks fucking good. Sorry, Aunt.
Wow,
damn. Does that bagel look fucking good? Little tomato on there? Salmon? Little salmon. Smoked salmon?
Smoked salmon.
Smoked salmon on a bagel is
the
good.
Baby lion in a blankie.
All right, let's...
There are some of the cutest cats on the internet. I think the internet was made for porno and kittens.
And cute kittens.
Because every cat video has 10 billion fucking views. 35 million 500,000 views on this one. It's called IR Cute Kitten. IR Cute Kitten.
IR Cute Kitten.
And 35.5 million people have decided they need to see. Oh my God, is that the cutest kitten I've ever seen? Please don't hate me because I are beautiful. Look, it's being put under a lampshade, and then it pops out the top.
35 million for this?
Look, it's in a file cabinet. It's crazy. And now it's in a little basket of fruit. And it jumped out. It's in the fridge.
Why am I trying?
That's crazy. It's in the mailbox.
Why am I trying so hard with my videos?
35
Why am I trying
million.
so hard? Just get a stupid cute kitten and film that shit.
That's all you need do.
What the fuck am I doing?
It's any kitten right there. It just came out of a gutter, and now it's on top of a tent or something. Look, it's in the cabinet playing with the salt shaker. It's by the pool. This is crazy. Panther not home. I go swimming.
Uh-oh. No.
It's on a little floaty.
He's in the middle of the pool.
He's in a little bag, a little backpack.
So small.
It's popping out of a cup. A coffee cup. This is crazy, this kitten. 35 million fucking views.
I love this without any sarcasm.
Really?
I fucking look at this cat.
It is adorable.
Patrice, I think, is a softie when it comes down to it.
Who would love this cat?
Look at this cat. He's struggling.
Coming out of the comforters.
Oh!
Look at him.
It's adorable. It's on a grill. Ugh, it's a bitch.
Can we go to break with the honey badger, please?
Honey badger.
You've seen the honey badger, right, Patrice?
Oh yeah.
The real Wolverine.
Yeah, the real Wolverine.
The actual Wolverine creature.
No, but the commentary on the honey badger. Have you ever seen this?
No.
Holy fuck!
This is the honey badger. Watch it run in slow motion. It's pretty badass. Look, it runs all over the place. Whoa, watch out, says that bird. Ew, it's got a snake. Oh, it's chasing a jackal. Oh my gosh. Oh, the honey badgers are just crazy. The honey badger has been referred to by the Guinness Book of World Records as the most fearless animal in all of the animal kingdom. It really doesn't give a shit. If it's hungry, it's hungry. Ew, what's that in its mouth? Oh, it's got a cobra. Oh, it runs backwards. Now watch this. Look, the snake's up in the tree. Honey badger don't care. Honey badger don't give a shit. It just takes what it wants. Whenever it's hungry, it just, ew, and it eats snakes. Oh my God, watch it dig. Look at that digging. The honey badger is really pretty badass. They have no regard for any other animal whatsoever. Look, and it's just grunting and ew, eating snakes. Ew, what's that, a mouse? Oh, that's nasty. Oh, they're so nasty. Ooh, look, it's chasing things and eating them.
This guy's hilarious.
Has a fairly long body, but a distinctly thick set, broad shoulders, and, you know, their skin is loose, allowing them to move about freely, and they twist around. Now, look. Here's a house full of bees.
House?
You think the honey badger cares? It doesn't give a shit. It goes right into the house of bees to get some larvae. How disgusting is that? It eats larvae. Ew, that's so nasty. But look, the honey badger doesn't care. It's getting stung like 1,000 times. It doesn't give a shit. It's hungry. It doesn't care about being stung by bees. Nothing can stop the honey badger when it's hungry.
He is a bad
motherfucker. Look. Ew, it's eating larvae. That's disgusting. There it is, running in slow motion again. See? Now, what's interesting is that other animals, like these birds here, they just like to wait around until the honey badger's done eating, and then it swoops in to pick up the scraps. It says, you do all the work for us, honey badger, and we'll just eat whatever you find. How's that? What do you say, stupid? Look at this bird. Thanks for the treat, stupid. Hey, come back here, says the honey badger. Birds don't care. And you know what? The jackals do it too. Look at these little dogs. They're like, thanks, stupid. Thanks for the mouse. See you later. Stupid. The honey badger does all the work while these other animals just pick up the scraps. At nighttime, the honey badger goes hunting because it's hungry. Look, here comes a fierce battle between a king cobra and a honey badger. I wonder what'll happen. Look at this. There's the honey badger just eating a mouse. And then look, get away from me, says the snake. Get away from me. Honey badger don't care. Honey badger smacks the shit out of it. And the snake comes back and it lashes right at the honey badger. Oh, little does the honey badger know, FYI, it's been stung. It's been bitten by the snake, so while it's eating the snake, ew, that's disgusting. Oh. Meanwhile, the poisonous venom is seeping through the honey badger's body, and it passes out. Look at that sleepy fuck. Now, the honey badger is just going to pass out for a few minutes, and then it's going to get right back up and start eating all over again, because it's a hungry little bastard. Look at this. Like nothing happened. The honey badger gets right back up and continues eating the cobra. How disgusting.
How
and of course, what does the honey badger have to eat?
Badger's a fucking beast.
Cobra,
They're crazy.
The honey badger.
They are badass.
Jesus Christ.
What's next?
You never saw that, Patrice?
No, that was fucking great.
It's one of our favorites, man. It's so fucking funny.
I'm sure somebody thought that it would, like, this guy could be like a show.
Yeah, exactly.
They probably paid him to do a pilot with like fucking eagles and
right, and it just
and vultures, and they're like, enough of this fucking.
It's one of those one and done.
One and done.
You little effeminate voice motherfucker.
Yeah.
Because not every animal is not like this honey badger.
Like the honey badger.
Of course not.
That's an interesting motherfucker, man.
Honey badger is an interesting animal.
We're gonna break actually, so you eat the rest of the salmon. Big Mama Prods.
Nice shirt. What the fuck?
I'm trying to dress better.
Yeah, look at you.
So I gotta move on from this fucking place. I gotta get some respect now.
I want some respect.
No more t-shirts for this fucker.
Really?
Nice shirt, man. That's actually very nice shirt. Nice quality.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
You went from fucking 0 to 60, definitely.
That's right. I gotta get respect for myself.
Yeah.
Finally. I realized the sweatpants and the shitty t-shirts weren't working.
That's working for you, man.
I got
panning out.
I got some meetings.
Oh, damn.
I mean, that's not a meeting shirt. That's just a...
No, this
you look way better.
Patrice is like, slow down.
No, I move on to my meeting shirts. This is just the casual, I'm doing radio
I like that. Nice thread. Nice. You should take a picture of that and put it up. You never know. That'll get 30 million fucking...
There you go. Me and my shirts.
Just nice shirts.
My next video, me and my shirts.
If a kitten came out between the first and
out of the
second
pocket?
button.
Oh,
yeah.
Out of the pocket,
out of the
right?
pocket. Yeah, punch me a kitten in the pocket.
And if we're talking about dress, why are you wearing the Raiders fucking hat? They beat my Jets.
Because they match my boots.
That's it, right?
Here you go.
Oh, yeah, we've talked
Leave
about
black people alone when it comes to that shit.
Oh, there's a kitten in a pocket.
All right.
It's the cutest
so
thing
it's
I've
been
ever
done
seen.
already. So I
Look
can't
how little it is.
That one is not as cute as the other one, though.
No.
That's why.
This one has it's very sleek and athletic looking.
Yeah.
The other one looked a little wobbly and a little
fuzzy,
little kitteny.
Fuzzier.
Yeah.
Look how cute.
Oh, this guy's gonna be a asshole. You can tell his feet are big.
That cat's gonna be an asshole.
Yeah, he's not as. There you go. That's cute kitten. Yeah.
How many views on this damn thing?
Look at how little it is, and it's trying to fight.
200,000.
Those little kittens that try to kick your ass.
Oh my God! Look how small that kitten. How can you do anything to that?
I don't care.
No, you
either.
can't.
How could you
can't
do
be a
that,
human.
man?
Look, he's sleeping. He's so tired. Little kitten is so tired. He's falling asleep standing up. And then he realizes, hey, I'm falling asleep standing up. I'm tired. Lay down, kitten.
Shit. I missed the window of fucking taping my animals. It's past cute age.
The muscles are losing its tone a little bit.
Fuck.
They can't keep their fur together.
No one cares. I'm gonna fucking film my dog.
It's too late.
How many views?
It's too late?
How many views on this one, Sam?
This is 1.2 million.
1.2 million. Not only is the little kitten falling asleep, front and center, but there's two kittens behind him just brawling.
You know what? I think I didn't realize there was something going on. Everyone's competing for the cute kitten video.
Kittens are.
There's a cat one that an Asian girl puts up where her cat. She has a cat, straight cat.
Yeah.
And it's she gets millions. She got
millions.
Why
the cat has a name.
It's crazy.
It just does things. It'll just sit in the garbage or something. It's one of those, just a crazy cat, but it's an Asian girl. I forgot the name of the thing, but it's zillions of views.
Amazing, right? It's people. Dude. Oh, look at this. Now the kitten's trying to sleep, but the other kitten's going to come over and fuck with him.
Where can we get a kitten today?
He's doing a heroin nod.
What? Heroin nod. He is just kind of.
Where can we get a kitten today?
Nowhere.
I'm going to get a cute kitten.
Yeah.
Put it in a lot of very dangerous situations. I'm putting that shit on YouTube, and then I'm going to give the kitten to PETA to be raised properly.
Like in the back of a garbage truck?
All that shit.
What's a dangerous situation?
Yeah, what would you do?
I would put him in the middle of Broadway.
Like with cabs and shit?
Yeah, but where the tires would go, he'd be in the middle.
Oh, that's crazy.
Because the kitten can't move yet.
An unplugged blender.
Unplugged blender.
Just so it's no mistakes.
Oh, let's do this.
Open door microwave.
Oh, that's horrible.
You'll be well hated for that shit.
Oh yeah,
well hated.
No,
have you ever seen this one? Dude, turn the sound up. Go to the beginning.
Let's go to the beginning.
Go to the beginning.
This is our favorite cat video.
This is the most pissed off
and this is 64 million views. Go all the way to the beginning.
Yeah.
Here we go. For Patrice.
Look at this. This cat is.
Not a hint of ears. It's that pissed off. 64 million views.
That's a pissed off cat.
64 million views.
And that's where I draw the line. God bless white women. Like
that cat would be
That
gone.
is a dead cat without any extreme prejudice, because that's a vicious cat.
That thing will
that is put to sleep cat.
up.
I wouldn't kill it, but I would just put it out in nature, and then
that cat could kill you.
It's a sleep. It's definitely a euthanized.
Yeah, you
cat.
got to kill that cat.
That's brutal.
You're never going to be able to pet that cat's belly and have it go.
Kevin from Connecticut
kill you.
Reminds me that's our second favorite cat video.
Which one's
And we should go to break with the first one.
Which one's that?
Because it is time to break.
Oh, yeah.
Whose cat is that? You had to make it about you.
Oh.
You could talk about your cat in the 10 o'clock hour.
Is that Jess to the left?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, why don't we move the camera over a little bit and we'll see some real cuteness.
Little pan would be nice to the left there. So.
Sorry. All due respect.
Anthony, we're going to break with our favorite cat video.
Yeah?
The audio of it. Have you ever heard the guy yelling and screaming at his cat?
Oh, that's fucking funny. I love that one.
Is that one mean?
Gotta see the video.
I truly believe he did it just for the video. I think he probably really likes his cat. To be fair, I mean, we try to keep it honest.
Yeah, you got to see the video with.
You got to see the video
audio,
with it, but
so we should play it off.
This guy just yelling and screaming at his cat for being useless. It's our favorite cat video.
Some guy yells at cat. How many views?
Some guy yells at
3 million.
Yeah,
3 fucking million.
This should have 10 times that.
Yeah,
we'll go to break with this. Who's going to play it?
I will.
From here? All right.
Yeah, might as well.
Hit it. Patrice O'Neal in the house.
Get the fuck down! Fucking jump! Jump! Get the fuck down from there! Fucking jump! Jump! Do it, you bitch! Do it! Jump! Yeah! Do it! You fucking pussy! Jump! Look at me! Look at me! Up here! Up here! What the fuck are you looking at? Don't fucking run away from me! I'll end you! Where'd you fucking go? You son of a bitch! Fuck! Don't fucking go in my closet! Get the fuck outside! Run! Yeah! Fucker! You are a fucking piece of shit! I'm going to rape you! Fuck you! Run! Fucking run! Yeah! Don't fucking stare at me! You fucking bitch!
The Opie and Anthony Show presents Primetime Sam Roberts and one question with a guest we couldn't get. Star of film and television, Robin Hood star, Christian Slater.
Primetime Sam Roberts here with Christian Slater. Christian, do you watch Top Chef? No. Thank you so much for your time.
My pleasure.
This has been Primetime Sam Roberts and one question with a guest we couldn't get on the Opie and Anthony Show. Sirius XM. Sirius XM. Yeah. This is the Opie and Anthony Show.
Big Mama Prod's on Twitter, and he's telling me he might be bailing on the Twitter thing. Patrice O'Neal.
I don't totally disagree, but I enjoy Patrice's tweets very much.
Yeah.
But I got to tell you something. The access that it gives people. I just had to block someone that I never really had that big a problem with, because what I ended up doing, I set my phone so I could get direct messages on my phone, so it comes up like a text. So whenever I get a direct message, it comes up like a text.
Okay.
You can turn it on and off and shit like that. But then this one guy just kept fucking DMing me, and it was like it's like I gave him my phone number.
Yeah.
It's like I gave him my fucking phone number.
Very interesting you say that. I feel like that. I feel like that in general, without the DM. Right. It's that it's your phone number. It's like if I call you and we're friends, and I go, "Hey, what's up, fucker?" And you go, "What's up, motherfucker?"
Yeah,
asshole.
That's fine because it's you.
But it's like if somebody calls you, you don't know you. They don't know you, and they go, "Hey, fat fuck,"
"Hey, dick," or
"Hey,
faggot,"
"Hey, faggot," or "dummy."
It's like, really?
And I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Even at this point, though, even though I'm not sure, you get blocked, and I
yes,
and I put you down as a spam.
Yeah, I've reported people as spam,
blocked and spam.
Don't you feel like you're doing something when you do that? Yeah. I think I'm fucking.
I'm going to report you as a piece of shit.
Like, because you are a piece of shit.
Don't reach out. I don't like, but there's some people that get it. Like there's a guy, Vag Poop, I think, that follows me, and he's in the tone of meanness that's he understands. So I let him go. Sometimes he does things you go, wait a minute, Vag Poop, but you go,
I've done the same fucking thing.
Lady Trucker's kind of retarded, but she's like, but you keep her, you know what I mean? Like she's in the tone, but there's people that just.
I've had people say some nasty shit, and then I check them out, see what they're all about. I check a few tweets that they did, and I realize, all right, he's trying to just be one of the guys.
You do covert.
You do some research.
Yeah, I do a little research.
I do that too.
Sometimes it's insta-block. I don't even care. Sometimes I'm like, I don't have time or patience to research this guy.
Figure it out.
But sometimes I look at a few tweets and realize, all right, he's just a dickhead, or, he's a fan of the show and just trying to be one of the guys, and I'll leave him alone.
And it's different. Let me tell you, that block.
Yeah.
I block my girl just to see what happens, like just to see it's real.
You go away.
It took 10 good motherfucking minutes, and my girl has a black belt in Twitter to fucking get her unblocked.
Really?
I'm telling you, blocked is a motherfucker. Shit. Sorry, go ahead.
It's a poof on the internet. You just go away.
You can't say, but that's why I go by Big Mama Prods.
Yep.
Because Patrice O'Neal, I'll just look at general fuck hims all day long. And I'm not a rapper. I don't fucking go, haters. I love haters. Nah, I don't want, I hope you die diabetes guys.
Jesus.
But when they do at Big Mama Prods, what happens is I can't block everybody that might say Patrice O'Neal, but I can block everybody who fucks around with at Big Mama Prods. So get it all in your 140 characters.
Yeah.
Because you're gone.
You're getting fucking blocked.
If anybody asks to unblock, like I get guys that go,
thank you.
Hey, man, I'll sacrifice myself if you unblock them and you can block me. How about I block you all?
Yeah, now you're all blocked.
I met somebody at your party on Labor Day that was blocked.
And they were blocked.
And she was like, can you unblock? I said, sure. And then I go, oh, I forgot. Damn.
Whatever.
And they cannot fuck with you.
Yeah.
They can Patrice O'Neal all day, but I don't look at Patrice O'Neal tweets.
Don't look at it.
Don't even try to find out.
And I don't fucking care because they usually have like 5 followers. So they could badmouth me all they want. They're getting to 5 fucking people. No one cares.
There's some that might have, like I blocked a dude, black dude, and he goes, yo, you was weak on the roast, man. You was whack on the roast. Yo, you didn't come at those white people hard enough, and you act like your feelings was like I said. I didn't block him for that. I blocked him for his complete breakdown. His interpretation was despicable.
He doesn't deserve the right to read your shit if he can't understand.
He don't get it.
Watching you.
He came out of nowhere. He don't even know me, and it's just like, here's what I think of you at Big Mama Prods. Goodbye.
Bye.
See you later.
And when people fucking beg for other people to be unblocked, like you were saying, they get blocked. And I will, and then it's like, I don't know why you blocked so-and-so. It's like, look, I can't look back and tell you why, but I know one thing. I don't block people for trivial shit. So he must have done something that I, on that day, thought, that's fucked up. It's worth a block. So I'm not unblocking anybody.
No. If I don't get it, it's gone. If I go, is this a ONA mean? Or this is straight up? Is this some guy straight up mean? Who listens to the show and goes douche? You know, he calls me a douchebag.
A douchebag, yeah.
And I told Norton I may start blocking chips.
Yeah.
I may stop blocking.
I've been thinking of it too.
Because they're not as good as Norton.
No, they're not as good as Norton.
And you can hear him trying to be. And I'm debating on it. I might get rid of chips.
Start blocking every chip.
So please do a chip fucking attack. I got nothing to do.
So you can just start blocking motherfuckers.
I'm blocking Bobos.
Are you blocking Bobo?
Really?
I'm blocking Bobos.
Bobo blocks?
Bobo blocks.
Yeah, when people include us in the
they're
Bobo
including
tweets.
us. You have fun with Bobo. Please. Enjoy. But don't put my name in those, because I'm blocking now. I blocked 20 people yesterday. Because I can't deal with the Bobo shit. My whole timeline is Bobo shit.
But they'll learn. But the fucked up
thing. So now I'm not looking at my timeline. So it's like I want to look at my timeline. So the only way around this is to block Bobos.
You got to block Bobos. And here's the key,
I'm blocking Bobos. I'm not blocking chips yet.
When you block, you must wait. Don't block, then go right back to your thing. You block, let the system, it takes it away from your timeline immediately.
Yeah.
Especially if you put block and spam.
I love it.
If you report a spam, block and report a spam.
Yeah.
Boom.
I love going back to it and then seeing like, hey, it's gone. He's gone.
But here's the magnificent thing about this show. Everybody who likes a particular person hates someone else. So there's the Bob Kelly people hate me.
Yeah.
The me people hate fucking this guy.
Yeah.
It's just a weird thing. There's Voss people, and then you can sometimes, the dumbest thing in the world is to send you a tweet to say they hate me to you.
Yeah.
And then,
because I'm going to block you.
And then put my name.
Yeah.
Why do
then
that,
they tag
stupid?
it with the names. But get this motherfucker on, because I want to know what that's about. Keith in San Francisco. Apparently I blocked him. And I want to hear from someone I blocked.
Keith, go ahead.
Hey, good morning, guys. How are you?
All right.
Hi.
Bro.
What happened?
Oh no, it was when I'm sorry, I just woke up. Opie had his birth of his son, and I just wrote, hey, congratulations. Can't wait for you to be back in the studio, for you to be posting stuff. And then Anthony wrote something about along the lines, hey, I do more in like 4 hours than you do in your entire life, so go fuck your mother.
Yeah, that sounds exactly like something I would do. I bet it was this. I bet it was, hey, Opie, congrats on the birth of your son. Hurry back to the studio. Jim and Anthony fucking suck a cunt.
No.
And then, yes, fuck you, because that's exactly something I would block. It's nothing as innocent as you congratulating Opie, and I'm going to block you for that. Yes. Fuck you. It had to be because Jim and Anthony are fucking the show up. Jim and Anthony suck. I know, because Opie gets the same shit.
I've never
Opie gets the same fucking shit.
What was it?
I never have, to be honest with you.
What was your tweet? What was your tweet again? What did you say it was?
Yeah, what did you say it was?
Yeah,
what? All I said was, I said, congratulations on the birth of your son. I can't wait for you to be back in the studio so you could post stuff. That's all I
You know what, though? You're probably not going to get unblocked, I'm sure, but...
Oh, never.
No,
that's the kind of thing that you misinterpret, and as soon as you go, I don't get what that is. And you don't have to be nice, because I get a lot of racist shit.
Oh, sure.
But it'd be funny, because I go, okay, you in the spirit of me.
Right.
But you could tell when it's like, I'm not sure what the fuck this is.
Yeah.
It's because he sounds snarky. He sounds like, he sounds like who, me guy? And it's like, to be not sure, you gotta
But some days your tolerance is a lot higher, too.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
That's true.
I feel bad for some of those people that I probably should have blocked. But
I'm giving pardons.
You're giving pardons?
I've taken a few people off death row. Just a few, though.
I mean, no. Once you're dead, you're dead. But during the time of me going, am I getting rid of this motherfucker?
Yeah.
There's been parties in the consideration of because it's immediate firing squad.
Ready to hit block, and you go, I guess he didn't really mean that.
I've given people a chance where like, okay, that was flat out fucking mean. I'm gonna let him slide, and then sure enough, of course the guy comes back.
I remembered a couple of people. Of
course I got to block.
Now I've given people pardons, not unblocked, but giving him a pardon when I'm ready to block and go. All right, maybe he. I'll give him a shot.
That's the part.
Because I'm thinking maybe he's having a bad day. I'm like, all right, I'll give him a shot.
They come back and
enough, they show their real fucking colors.
That's not. But you're not allowed to have a bad day. Like, you can't go, oh, I fucked up. I had a bad day, and I tweeted Patrice, fuck you, fat asshole. That's no bad day.
No.
That is fucking wrong number.
That's blocked.
Here we go. We got Dan in Chicago. I blocked him. Oh. So you heard from an Anthony block.
I love this.
Go ahead, Dan.
Yeah, I just follow you guys. I've never even tweeted you, and I got a tweet from Opie one day that I'm blocked.
Oh, for no reason, right?
You're probably, I'll be honest with you, you're probably, hold on, I'll tell you, you're probably part of a family.
No,
I block entire families. Because I'm thinking if you are hanging with that asshole, then fuck you too.
Right, especially if you're following
guilt by association.
Especially if they add that guy to the tweet.
Guilt by association, my friend.
You might have been.
I blocked a few of those.
What's your name on Twitter?
Dan Agan.
Dan?
Oh, I hate this motherfucker. No, I have no idea.
Dan what?
Fuck with you.
But
wait, Dan what?
Agan, A-G-G-E-N.
A-G-G-E-N. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But you have to investigate, Ope, though.
I'm going to investigate. You might be off death row today, sir.
Investigate his tweets.
Could you go to his fucking page?
Let's see his fucking tweets.
Go to his page.
He loves the onion. Oh, shit. That's fucking... there you go.
Right. After listening to... What?
After listening to Rain, you guys got me going on a Beatles marathon on my iPhone.
All right, that's kind of nice.
Every song they did was great.
All right, keep going.
Thanks, Dan.
All right.
I've got nothing.
Retweeted you.
Huh.
He might have deleted the tweet in question, though.
Yeah, did you?
Yeah, but look at his line of tweets are not offensive.
All right, let's make a decision.
He doesn't have a bad tweet record.
Let's make a decision here.
This is like the Supreme Court. This is cool.
Yeah, man, let's see. Is there a stay here?
Was my father-in-law's, Johnny Red Curry. He enjoys Twitter.
How many followers you got?
He's not a tweet abuser.
I've got like one.
Oh my God, he has one follower.
And he's only tweeted 17, though. He's no good on Twitter.
I just enjoy following you.
You're really bad at this.
Wait, all right, but who are you following? Go back to that.
Oh, go to following.
Because if I see certain
Twitter
accounts under someone's follow, they're done too.
He follows everybody on the show.
All right, he follows
Louis.
He's following you.
Huh?
He's following you.
So you're not blocked.
Wait, if he's following me, then he's not blocked? Is that how that goes?
Dude, what the fuck are you talking about?
No, he can follow you. You only block from corresponding.
No.
You can't follow.
No. Chelsea Handler blocked me because she showed a picture of a dog and I go, wow, your makeup artist deserves it.
And she blocked you?
Yeah.
And you're not able to even follow her.
It was just a stupid, funny line.
Yeah, you can't even
And now she doesn't come up on my timeline. She got pissed off. She showed a picture of a dog. I'm like, Jesus, your makeup artist should get a huge raise.
Dude, you still follow. You're not blocked.
You're not blocked,
You're not
dude.
blocked.
What are you talking about?
I came up with a thing saying, Opie Radio, you're blocked.
I don't think so. Can you tweet right now?
I'm driving.
So everyone does it. It's the new hip thing.
Try tweeting me later because I don't think you're blocked. And if you are, I'm going to unblock you, believe it or not.
Wow.
And I might even follow you.
That's courteous. Yeah, now he's going to get more followers.
I might even follow you, Dan.
He might get a lot of...
he's going to get followers.
This might work out in his favor.
He'll kill himself. He won't know what to do.
I wouldn't be surprised, though, when you're blocking people that you might hit the wrong guy, too. You know what I mean? With your phones and shit, and you're like, all right, I'm blocking this guy. Maybe.
I got one called Echofon or Echofon. It isolates. You can't block unless you go to them.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You can't. It's no It's no thing where it's a bunch of people and you have block if you want to.
Right.
You got to go to.
Wait a minute, Dan. Do you see my tweets?
Yeah.
Then you're not blocked.
Then you're not blocked.
Because
Boy,
I'm telling you,
stupid.
Chelsea Handler blocked me. And I don't see her shit anymore.
I block him just for being an idiot.
You can't even.
Huh?
What happens? I've never tweeted somebody that blocked me.
That blocked you, yeah.
What
and I'm
happens?
not mad that she blocked me. I get the game. Yeah. I'm in that game. I get it.
But how do you?
I'm surprised she blocked me over that because I wasn't.
What happens when you block somebody? Like, what happens when I try to read somebody that gets blocked?
If I block you, you can't read my tweets on your timeline.
But I'm saying, can I?
Could search it. You could still search it out, but it's more of a pain in the ass.
But when I type at Opie Radio, what do I get a message or it just doesn't go through? Or
no, you don't even know you're blocked.
Oh, so you send it?
You kind of forget. Like, I forgot. I didn't even realize Chelsea Handler blocked me, and one day I realized, wait, I haven't seen a Chelsea Handler tweet. And then I'm like, oh, that's why she blocked me.
Oh, shit.
Blocked.
But like I said, I understand the game. I'm not crying about it.
I love blocking people, and again, a guilt by association. I'll block you. I will also block people, and they do this and don't understand why I block them. Like if they're beating up on Jimmy or Opie or something, and they tag my name on it and say something nasty about Jimmy or Opie, like, what am I supposed to fucking? You included my name, so I'm supposed to rah-rah behind the guy? No,
I've done that too.
That's my fucking radio family. Gone. Gone.
There's a guy.
Yeah, we might hate each other, but you can't hate us.
Fucking mean.
I blocked Opie.
It was like, it was a guy like Hack Jim Norton or just a terrible.
And you're supposed to fucking
He was a terrible person, man. And I was just looking.
And they on purpose want you to see it, so they include your name.
I said, this guy is a fucking asshole.
An asshole and stupid because you don't realize, like we're not going to chuckle. We're going to fucking block you.
And I don't understand the people that, they call us pussies for blocking them. It's like, this is my little real estate.
Freedom of speech.
This is my little real estate on Twitter. I don't want you around.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Bye.
It was something like that.
What happened?
What an asshole.
Yeah, got blocked by Anthony, but he can't figure out why.
Oh, let's see. Maybe we can hash this out and figure it out.
I'm telling you, I don't think I blocked you.
Okay, let me try.
You're not blocked.
Huh?
You're just silly. You don't know how to work the Twitter.
Yeah, all right. It looks like you're not blocked. If you're reading my tweets on your timeline, you're not blocked, I don't think.
Right, I need to talk to Blake, and we need to hash this out. Blake, from Wisconsin, what happened? You're blocked?
Anthony, I have no idea why, and it has become one of life's mysteries.
All right,
blocked by Anthony.
What was the last thing that you might have discussed before I blocked you?
What's your Twitter account?
I went back and read my tweets and read it with the eye of, boy, if I've never met this guy, what asshole thing did he say?
What's his tweet?
Yeah, what's your Twitter name?
What's your Twitter name, and what was the tweet that got you blocked?
I don't know. It was, my Twitter name is TheFireBuilds. That's the Fire Builds. I just tweeted Patrice, and I tweeted with Opie, and I tweeted with a lot of
this guy tweets a lot. You got like 10,000 fucking tweets? Wow.
Yeah, I'm an asshole.
You got 291 followers and 10,000 tweets. You are a tweeting motherfucker.
And I got to update the Ronnie B quotes. That keeps me busy.
Oh, you got a lot.
Oh, wow. You got a lot of Ronnie B.
You're one of the Ronnie B quotes guys.
Ronnie B quotes.
That's all right.
Guys.
That's a great Twitter account.
And when did I block you?
Quotes.
About. I think you were on vacation with your girlfriend. I didn't realize I was even blocked until I saw someone retweeting shit that you said. I went, oh, no.
Oh, boy. I wonder.
I don't know. I'm very sorry if I offended you. It was never my intention. I'm a huge fan of the show. The only person I'm ever an asshole to is that guy on New York radio that married that broad, and he sucks.
What?
I don't know. We're trying to look up and see what happened. Anthony Quinn. I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't know. I honestly think it was a mistake because I'm a really I like guns. I like racism. I like your political views.
Do people actually like racism?
Can I say something though?
Yes.
We chuckle.
Can I say something in fairness to the people? Twitter gets confusing sometimes.
Yeah.
Where there's a lot of ats there, and you go, who the fuck?
Right.
This shit?
That's true. Sometimes you're like, Did that person send
it's
it?
Is it a retweet to another person? So you just say, I'm going to block this entire mess because I don't know what's going on. Because my girl said, well, you blocked this guy for no reason. I go, well, he said this. He goes, no, he didn't say it. This guy said it. So she unblocked this guy and blocked the guy. That's because it gets confusing.
It gets confusing. It does.
When you hook up with the retweets and the this and that. So, I mean...
Oh,
is that a blockable tweet?
And you know what? Someone wrote me on Twitter. People are getting confused too because they can't DM you. You can only DM the people that follow you.
No, you only can DM the people that you have to follow each other.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Right.
Yeah.
So maybe that's what's confusing people. They try to send a DM and you know it says you can't send a DM to someone that's not following you. Right. But that doesn't mean you're blocked.
I blocked somebody though. That was.
But
DMing.
You were following them?
I guess like there was some. Oh, when I was looking for some kind of graphic help, I followed the guy and he was DMing me as far as that goes, and but then it turned into like he overstepped his fucking boundary.
Boy,
he overstepped his boundaries and like I said, I get it on my phone.
You don't remember his name though?
So I remember his name.
Oh, you don't want to say it?
No, why?
No.
Look it up.
What? They love when their names are mentioned.
Well, I just want to look it up for us.
No, he just kept like
plug it.
I think I did block him. Let me see. Yeah. Hey, look, whatever. Sorry, you overstepped.
Here's one.
And believe me. And by the way, this motherfucker that I blocked was texting, DMing me, and it would come up on my phone at 5 a.m.
Well, turn off your phone. I've been telling you that for years.
I don't turn off my phone.
Someone dies in the middle of the night, they'll still be dead in the morning. Who cares?
You don't get the DMs no more, right?
No, I still have it hooked up that way, but it's only people that I follow.
How can you keep your phone on at night?
How do you not?
One ring and I'm awake for the night.
How do you not?
Nothing changes in the middle of the night. You can't save anyone's life. You're too far away from whatever the fuck is happening. You get a good night's sleep because if someone, God forbid, close to you is dead, you're going to need a lot of energy anyway.
You need a good night's sleep. You need your fucking phone.
I'm telling you.
Phone must be turned on all
When
the
we're in contract negotiations, I turn that shit off. Bob's trying to call me in the middle of the night. Fuck that.
Phone has to.
This guy.
Yeah, what are you going to do with this guy, Ant?
I'm leaving him blocked.
I always got no time.
I err to the side of leave him blocked. I'm Texas, motherfucker.
Dan in Arkansas loves how Patrice talks about people who were blocked in past tense like they're dead.
Yeah,
in that world, you kind of are.
You're dead. In Twitter world, you're dead to me.
Might as well be.
Blake in Wisconsin. Well, they got their own little group and they have fun with each other. That's fine. Yeah. Whatever, man.
You got 219 followers.
This guy, Travis in Kentucky. Travis.
Hey, what's going on, guys? I kind of gave up on Twitter, so I kind of blatantly did shit to get blocked. I could not, for the life of me, get blocked by Opie, Jim, or Patrice. Anthony was the first damn tweet. Bob Kelly and, what was it, Bob instantly blocked.
You were trying to get blocked?
Yeah, but I think for the most part we know that though. We see that.
Yeah, sometimes it could say.
You know, we know the difference between someone that is a fan of the show or a fan of you personally and a true hater that just fucking hates your guts. I instantly know who hates my guts.
What did you
Don't worry
write?
about it. I know.
What did you write that I blocked you for?
I actually asked you to help out. It was actually something serious. The retweeted thing about a kid that died trying to get his name on the side of a NASCAR. Boom.
I wouldn't block for that. Believe me, I usually retweet.
Wow, you're rough, dude.
I know.
You're rough.
Dude, I retweet people that ask for help.
A dead kid on the side of a car?
I never would have blocked for that. No fucking way.
I like this exercise.
No, I didn't.
And I also fucking block, how dare you not get back to me, guy.
Oh, yeah, entitled, you should get back to him.
I'm talking to you.
What are you, fucking leaving a message on my phone?
This is a pure dictatorship, this Twitter.
Twitter is.
I do feel bad, though. I try to get back to a lot of people. I do, because, you know, they're writing shit, and a lot of the stuff's really funny.
They take advantage.
Nah,
I try, but, I mean, you know, I always say that I do read just about every fucking tweet that comes in
and
throughout the day.
It's a fucking privilege.
Yeah, it is a privilege.
I don't want... Somehow... Celebrities aren't better than regular people no more.
Yeah.
You know, there's some people, fucking Eddie Murphy's better than me. And then I'm better than fucking
some fucking slouch.
Phil the plumber 622. Motherfucker, if I fucking retweet you or fucking answer your question, motherfucker, that's a big goddamn deal.
If I retweet people, it means I've been drinking. That's pretty much it. People can judge how much I've had to drink by how many tweets I put out there and how many people I respond to. Because it always turns into gun questions with me.
Why are people so offended? This new thing where people are offended that celebrities are fucking
aren't fucking getting back to them.
Yeah, like they're fucking famous people.
Fucking guy thinks he's better than fucking this. You're not. Why should you?
What would you do without Twitter? See, Twitter, it's synonymous with we all are one. No, we're not.
It really is a communist fucking.
Let's go to Mike in Ohio. You're right.
Mentality.
Mikey.
Morning, boys.
Morning, Mike.
Hello.
Hey, I got a problem with, well, not a problem, but E-Rock blocked me, and I'm not nothing but defend him.
I love E-Rock's new attitude on Twitter, man. He's a motherfucker.
E-Rock's an animal. By the way, E-Rock just DM'd me, and it came up on my phone.
Oh, really?
And he just wrote, "Hey, you watching the news?" You fucking prick.
E-Rock. So why did E-Rock block you?
I don't know. I looked for the Bobo.
I love the I don't know. You guys know.
Everyone doesn't know. This is like everyone in prison that goes, "No, I didn't do it."
Well,
I'm the innocent guy. Oh, they're all innocent.
Here's the thing. I looked up his account. He has 3 followers and 15 tweets. Nothing is addressed to me. So at one point, he had to have said something. I blocked him, and then he deleted it. And I was going, I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
The ability to delete.
Is there something you think it might have been, Mike?
No, the only thing I've ever
then we
said
can't work together.
Yeah.
It had to be something that got E-Rock to do
You gotta have
what
some.
he did.
You gotta have some evidence to submit to the court to see if you should be unblocked.
Maybe it was the time I tweeted.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You can't just come in with no story because you will never get unblocked that way. We need, if we're going to have a pardon session,
right?
We need you to tell us what you did.
What's his fucking name? What's his name?
Yeah, what's your name?
It's racism_is_fun.
Jesus. Who the fuck are our listeners?
Racism is fun. What a fucking hump.
We got a black guy in here today.
You really know where?
Sorry.
You really know how to instantly get fans.
Ah, you're gonna.
So he's tied in with Coke Logic. Coke Logic.
That can't be too bad. Yeah, because you do look at the other people.
I follow everybody on the show.
Yeah, what a gay.
Wait. Anthony Cooper dead at last. The black man is dead at last. Well, he must not follow me.
That, I think, was probably...
That was because the execution.
With the execution.
Where was it?
Yeah.
Oh, Troy?
Yeah, Troy Davis
right.
execution.
I mean, I did say that E-Rock ate Big A's wife a long time ago.
What?
What?
I did say that E-Rock ate Big A's wife a long time ago.
I'll see, that might have done
that.
Hey, wait a minute. Go down. Go to the beginning there where, go up. We said, find my name right there. Hold on. Anthony Comia, I still Anthony, come on. No retweet for my Troy Davis MLK speech. You're begging me for a retweet?
Oh no. Oh no.
Dude,
Oh no.
This is good. This is a first. I'm going to block you because of your phone call.
Oh, boy.
I never would have seen this.
Oh, boy.
That is... I'm
fucking E-Rock. E-Rock, do you remember this guy at all?
Nope. But I won't just randomly block somebody for no reason.
You're begging for a retweet on a hack MLK joke?
Yes, I was.
But at least it was over material instead of the famous, could you retweet, it's my birthday. Where you at with the birthday retweet?
I don't retweet birthdays. I retweet people that
block them, but I don't retweet.
I wouldn't block you.
Yeah, no.
I usually retweet
too much. I can't be retweeting birthday wishes.
Yeah.
Don't ask me fucking personal things over Twitter. Like you guess what? Here's the thing. Guess what people have in this business? This is what I'm just trying to teach people who are not in the business.
Yeah.
They have people.
Yes.
Find out who my people are.
And talk to them.
Find them. Right. That's what they do. Find out where Anthony's people are.
Right.
And don't ask Anthony.
Do you think Clark Gable dealt with this shit?
Motherfucker, that's what I'm saying. Here's what if I hated Clark Gable.
Right.
This is what I had to do.
Right.
I had to find out where I could. First of all, I had to go buy a pen from the dipping in the ink from the feather store.
The feather store.
And I had to buy really expensive paper because
stationery.
Because they didn't
you want to
have,
be taken seriously.
They didn't have fucking.
It wasn't a piece of loose leaf you could just pop out
This
of
wasn't 3M yet. This was They were chopping trees down and shit.
Thick stationery where it looks like the wood was sliced nice and thin. You know what I mean? That fucking. You see the wood particles in it.
A feather pen. I had to go buy a feather pen.
Yeah.
I had to go.
That's Lewis.
I had to go buy a quill. I had to go buy quills.
A quill and some
I had
ink.
to go buy a stamp.
Yeah.
I had to go buy a letter.
Right.
Okay, and it probably was one post office within 16 miles of my bicycle with the big wheel in the front.
You're missing one of the most important parts. How the fuck do you know even where to write?
You had to find out where you might write and
where are you getting that info?
Get to.
Where are you getting that info? The internet? No.
And your assistant who's reading this shit just before shredders, so they're just as soon as they see. First of all, Mr. Gable, they don't even get to douchebag or whatever the fucking term was back then.
It got it put in with fan mail, where a big fucking thing would come in for Clark Gable at MGM. It's at MGM. It would be delivered to like a big mail room.
You would have to write to the office.
You know how many kids with cancer didn't get looked after back then?
Shit, you're right.
They never got a letter back from fucking. I'm sorry you have cancer.
I have the disease that makes. I'm 8 years old, but I look 90. Those kids were left in the dust.
Could I get a re-letter? could you re-letter me,
dude? You had to say Lucille Ball. Nipsey Russell, fucking Butterfly McQueen, Hedy Lamar, who's the motherfucking those guys and those you had to work hard to even hate people.
Yes, and you know what? They probably never saw hate mail because they had people that ran through that shit before they ever looked at it.
God, that must be nice.
And they never had their home address. Mail.
Yeah.
One got fucking answered.
Yeah.
Maybe one.
Yep. Yes.
One. So look, man, say what you want to say on Twitter, but if you celebrity is it's a real thing. It's a fucking actual job.
Yes.
And I'm trying to be one. Fucking Opie and Anthony are celebrities.
Yeah, we should be treated such.
There's a celebrity that's waiting outside, sticking up his middle finger.
Exactly.
But I've worked hard to be able to go, hey, Lewis Black, you don't have the right Twitter person to go, what's up, Louie?
I like this conversation with Lewis because Lewis is pretty new to Twitter.
He hated Twitter last time.
Hated it, but now he's on it, and I'm noticing he's tweeting.
Yeah, we got a break.
We'll take a break and
talk to
come
Lewis
back.
about his Twitter.
I got to hear about Lewis's experience with Twitter because Lewis is very volatile, as we all know, and I want to know if he's blocking people or what he's doing.
I bet you I got money he's not. I guarantee Lewis is not up to blocking people yet.
He's not up to it yet?
He's volatile, but Lewis is a nice guy.
Why don't we go for the cheap plug? So Opie Radio, OPIE, Anthony Cumia, and Big Mama Prod.
Can I say I'm at Helium this weekend? I'm at Helium Comedy Club in Philadelphia.
Philly.
Tonight, tomorrow, and Saturday. 2 shows Friday. The normal thing. Helium in Philadelphia.
Yeah, get on Twitter so you can have fun with us. It is, in the end, it
so
is
we can block
you. And then we'll block a few more of you and whatever. Lewis Black next.
The virus. Sirius XM. This is the Opie and Anthony Show.
Look who's in studio. Our old friend Lewis Black. Also, Patrice O'Neal, really fast. Patrice is going to be at Helium Comedy Club this weekend.
Yes.
Starting tonight?
Yeah.
Oh, you got to leave here and go down to Philly, huh?
Yeah, but it's no rush. It's an hour and some change.
All good. Tickets got to be good.
I don't know.
They love you down there.
I don't know if I pulled a Whitney Cummings.
Shit.
She's synonymous with fame.
Yeah.
That's what you say. Are you Cummings yet?
That is amazing.
Are you Whitney'd?
It's an amazing climb to fame.
Do you know Whitney, Lewis?
From nothing.
I don't know. I just I've seen her on television.
Oh, yeah.
Who hasn't?
Yeah, really. 2 shows.
Jeez.
You know, it just makes you really happy about the whole thing.
And it's unbelievable. It's amazing. I mean, you can't look. People can act like if they in this business, but I'm gonna tell you what's unprecedented. She is the creator and showrunner on 2 shows on 2 major networks.
That's fact right there.
Not one and then another one on fucking Bravo.
Yeah.
2 big timers.
How does that happen?
The boss.
How does that happen?
It's unbelievable. It's time. It's the women's time.
Is it the women's
this
time?
This is the women's decade.
We've lost.
I don't know. You know how it happened? She's, somebody, I forget which comic said to me, I was doing the bitching and moaning. She's hot.
Well,
that's, not, you got it, I know, but to them,
right.
To outside of us.
And this is not a rumor. I think I watched, I was watching Conan because, what's his name was on there? The big kid, Jonah?
Oh, yeah.
Jonah. He was talking about that movie. I was curious about that flick, and she's on it. She was on Plugin. And she is dating some big timer at Fox.
Oh.
So she's hitting the trifecta, man.
Holy shit.
Her big, she said, my boyfriend is your boss. So she's dating a big time over there. So all she got to do is get ABC somehow.
Yeah.
Something on ABC.
That's fucking amazing, man.
She'll be on The View.
Yeah.
She's the entertainment correspondent. It's just, look, here's the weird thing is that, we have a very small world of comics. And I don't know her. And then all of a sudden, she's on Last Comic Standing, next to Kindler and Greg. And I'm sitting there
wait. Here's how convoluted the shit is. That's not her.
What?
That's another one that fucking bothers people.
No.
What? You're talking about Natasha Gennaro.
No, that was not Whitney Cummings.
That is not Whitney Cummings.
So where did Whitney Cummings come from at all?
Exactly.
It's a Natasha Leggero is in Cummings' world.
She's the one that wears the long white gloves when she does her comedy.
Oh, she's
from Last Comic Stand.
I can't believe she took that from me.
Yeah, you used to wear the long white gloves.
You wear the long white gloves. And then I do rectal exams. Unbelievable. Are you serious?
Yeah, she's
God, I am. It's like I watch TV like a stroke victim. That's kind of you can't. I thought it was her.
I see Lewis on TV a lot.
But Lewis is what keeps Lewis is a hero in the game.
Yeah,
he did it. Like
his way.
It was more like again going to not the Goodfellas, the Donnie Brasco thing. Is that Lewis
knows.
Lewis
you might have to go and visit the guy.
I just watched the Gotti story.
Yeah.
Neil Delacroce. Mm-hmm. Lewis is Neil Delacroce that got upped, as opposed to what's the one that got upped in that Paul Castellano.
Castellano. Yeah.
Louis Black is Neil Delacroce as opposed to Paul Castellano. It's like no one ever, and I'll be honest, I'll just say, we had. No one has ever begrudged Louis Black's success. Not one comic who goes, what the fuck? Neither Louis.
And comics
Louis C.K. too.
Yes.
No one begrudges Louis C.K.
That's true.
Shit. No one. No comic says
because he put in his time.
He put his time in.
You put your time in.
Yeah.
You got to put the time in.
He put his funny in.
Hey, I remember Jacob's Ladder. Come on, Lewis was around back then.
That was it. No, it's true though. You really do. I mean, you do have a respect for the people. All of the people. You go on the road and you run into all these people and you see them. And the ones who, the ones that I appreciate are the ones that do the work. And then we all worked in clubs together, and and then it was, and you kind of go, it's fun having somebody like Patrice before you or after you. Because it's like kill when you've got that kind of group in there.
It's weird when people come out of nowhere, like you just said, where did she come from?
But then, when
you
they
don't
kind
know.
of like are
2 shows, it's like, what the fuck? Where did that come from?
And here's what fucks me up. People will say, it's from the roast. Really?
Yeah, what?
Well, I fucking had I blocked everyone's number from my phone except for Fame. So when my phone rang, it would only be Fame.
Only Fame would be calling.
You knew it would be Fame.
I was playing a game, and I made sure, I told my girl, call me, because make sure this phone was working.
You never let Fame go to voicemail. You always pick up
first
Fame.
ring, don't try to be cool. Don't try to be 3-ring cool. Hello? Hey, how are you, man? Good to talk to you.
That phone's dusty, huh?
If I lose my signal, give me a number I could call you back at.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
Where's Louis been, man? We were catching up outside. Where the hell have you been? You're on TV a lot, I see.
Not really. Really?
Yeah, sure you are.
You pop up a lot.
They like you for the political stuff.
Well, I mean, I kind of haven't been around because I spent the summer in Fruityville, which means I was working in theater again.
Ah, wow.
That's my
theater.
Yeah, I actually, I thought coming on here to talk about this is going to be so pathetic. I used to, you guys know I used to write plays, which was, about as fruity as it gets, and I wanted to be a playwright, so I wrote this play 30 years ago. I figured, and this play was done, and then it was done again, and then it was picked up, and they optioned it for Broadway, which, and I thought, okay, they're going to do, this is it. I can get, I'll get through, if they do it on Broadway, then at least I can make it basically legitimizes you can get away with shit for 20 years. Somebody somewhere will pay you something for your next piece of shit. It was done for 7 years. It never got done. Never made it to Broadway, and I just went, okay, well, and I always felt there was something wrong with it. There was something that just didn't work. You got to basically, it was a farce. So you can't, if the audience can't think, and I gave the audience time, it's got to be boom, boom, boom in the audience, because once they go, well, he couldn't do that because his mother-in-law's in Jersey. The audience gets, you can feel them go away. I don't want to hear this shit.
You're giving him too much credit.
Yeah, well, no, but it doesn't take much. Yeah. So we ended up. I spent I did 4 workshop productions of this thing. I did all over the place, and worked with this friend of mine, and we basically fixed the whole play up, and they did it up at Williamstown this summer, and it was a huge hit.
Jesus.
I mean, it was like crazy.
Good for you.
And it's, but it's the weirdest thing because it was written 30 years ago.
30 years ago.
To be, it's that moment where, unlike stand-up where you can, you get there's no parameters. Yeah. Playwriting is you want the play to be done on Broadway. It's like you have to suck you've got to have your tongue up the audience's ass. Okay, come on in. Everything's going to be okay. Unless you're like David Mamet, and then you can go blow me. So this thing is a romantic comedy.
When you say that, you mean just to clear, you mean like you gotta. Well, I don't
you need the audience.
Dumb it down?
Not really dumb it down.
Right. I mean, that's a lack of...
But it's basically, you kind of got to make it... You got to make nice.
You can't beat them up,
I mean, this is years ago, too. This is 30 years ago. It was way... a lot nicer. Now it's like if somebody in the play isn't kind of nuts or has some sort of a, Asperger's syndrome, it's like, well, I'm not going to go see that. Or, but it's... So
But 30 years ago, Pete, it seemed like the movies it seemed like it was a lot more artist driven, like even the movies, like I wouldn't imagine the Deer Hunter would get made right now.
Oh no.
But like 30 years ago it seemed like people would be more, it was a lot more adult, like respect. There was a lot more stuff where you go, this is made for an adult.
A real story.
Right.
It doesn't necessarily need a car chase.
This was theater. And what was interesting, I mean, this is the whole thing about timing. It was 30 years ago I write this thing, and it's a romantic comedy. I mean, if my name wasn't on this play, you would have no clue I wrote this play.
Really?
None. Oh, none. And so they kind of rejected it, and now it would probably be, there are theaters around the country, not, these repertory theaters that are around the country, these places you can play, they have shown no interest in it because it's a family play. And there's nobody, and they've literally, guys have said, well, why would I want to do a family comedy? know, we're going to have, I'm doing, Herculean and 12 people die on stage this week, and that's really what we're into. I mean, it's bizarre.
But at this point, though, in your career, it's not like, is it ever a time where they go, it's Lewis, we're going to trust Lewis. Like, they don't give you the fact that you're Lewis Black, and they go, maybe we don't understand, and we will give it a shot just because you're the expert. Do they ever fucking come off of their shit?
It's like all of it. It's theater, radio, television. The only place we get away with, saying what we want to say is comedy. Theater, it's you've got some schmuck, some fruit comes down to, really, this would be a lot funnier if, it's that same bullshit. It's and plus it's like, theater is like it's like being in an abusive family that just kind of tortures you. And then, I mean, the one thing is you do television, and for a certain chunk of change, they fuck you hard. But theater, for like 20 cents, it's like bend over,
right,
and bring me a coffee. It's really brutal.
Did you have to like compromise anything with this play after 30 years in order to?
No.
So you were able to. So they did give you some latitude as far as what you
because
want.
I was working with the artistic director of this theater, and I've known each other for years, and it was like, go ahead and do it. Then, but I've known a lot of these pricks who run theaters, and they're like, and they don't.
So who runs the game in the theater game? Who's the bosses?
Well, there's a whole group of them, the Nederlanders, the Schuberts here in New York.
No, but like who's like saying TV? If I knew, what's his name there? The big producer that does the action movies, but he does TV too.
Yeah, Bruckheimer.
If Bruckheimer likes you, you're fucking in.
Yeah, you got yourself.
Spielberg likes you.
You're right. So and that guy's the producer. He's a production company guy or whatever. So who's the people to know in theater?
There are about 6 or 7 of these folks who basically produce on Broadway. And then it's all kind of like, it's all these individuals. It's like literally if every stand-up club, just booked, totally on their own, that there was no way to kind of go, that you had to go to each one. That's what it's like in theater.
So these names are the names. There's no like executive producer guy or producer guy.
No, there's nobody in charge, and there's nobody in charge.
Sounds like a pain in the ass.
Oh, it's unbelievable.
So where are we at with this thing then?
So now they're going to do it in Seattle next May, which is great, and that's all I give a shit about. It's like
Are you in it?
No, fuck that. No, there's nothing I.
Did you write a part for yourself 30 years ago?
No.
You never did.
But the weirdest part is that the guy who there was a whole bunch of folks I came out of school with, and we were all living together, and one was Mark Lynn Baker, the guy from Perfect Strangers. So Mark, I'm writing this play then, and there's 2 young guys in the play, which would have been, Mark could have done one of them, or might have been, but it was the right age. Well, he wasn't right for either part, so he never did the play. Now, 30 years later, he's playing the father in this play.
Wow.
Which makes it, I said, like a mortality festival.
And for Perfect Strangers for people like under fucking...
Yeah, people
39 is like, that was Bronson Princhow.
Balky.
The other dude.
No shit. The Balky
That was
show.
the other guy.
Here's the other guy,
A little cash having a play in Seattle?
A little.
Little?
You know what they pay? You know what you get for a play option for Broadway? Like an option. Like 30 years ago, I got like $2,500.
$2,500
for a year option, which means they've got the rights to it, and now it's $7,500.
Holy shit!
30 years I've worked on this play, so it breaks down to like about $250 a year.
You're not even used to people saying numbers, and you just go, "Boy, I wish you didn't even say that."
I know. I'm down.
Just so people can still dream.
I know it is. No, it's theater.
You took people's dreams away.
I know. Well,
there's a motherfucker that threw his big pen against the wall, or he fucking his Apple computer once he found out. Really, that's it.
Yeah, his play's not even keeping up with the cost of living.
No, it's not even keeping up with anything. No, I
throwing away his blazer with the fucking patches on the elbows. Fuck this shit. I'm not writing that.
An eye-opener was Colin Quinn. He finally gets his thing on Broadway. He's there for a long fucking time, and you're thinking he's got to have a fucking mansion now.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Oh, yeah, no, it's Broadway.
It's unbelievable. Well, I don't get that.
Oh, because it's
you do it for the love.
You do, don't
Oh,
you?
Jesus! Don't you do it for the love?
Well, you watch. Well, don't you watch Glee? Can't you see the love?
You just do it for the love of the art.
Yeah, I love Lewis too. He fucking fights for being a curmudgeon, like, because he's like appreciative, but he always got, hey man, I got appreciative, but he just wants to go, oh, eat dick.
Yeah, fuck that.
Fuck you.
Fuck the love of the art.
It's right under the
I'm
surface.
too old for that shit.
Right.
I'm too old to dream about doing something for the love of the art.
Right.
Pay me, bitch.
One thing about this game though, when I talk to people about why I'm so miserable, I don't want to be, but it's like
none of us want to be.
Your opportunities never match up with your readiness and your humility. Like, so it's like you're like excited to be there, and you're ready, and you're excited,
and here comes opportunity.
Opportunity is right when you're over ready. And you try to be excited, but you're like, really? You're going to offer me an hour on national TV? Okay, good. Thanks, man. Aren't you excited? 10 years ago, I was ready and excited. Now I'm just ready
to do the job.
I'm ready to do the job. I'm a professional.
I used to
Hey, you just won the Super Bowl. Where you going? I guess Disney World.
Whatever.
I suppose to. I was supposed to say
with this line of work.
Is there a hospital bed I can lay down on?
I used to fucking dream about what it would be like to do radio. Like, and it would be like, wow, that'd be fucked up. But it doesn't just all of a sudden you're not thrown into a chair in the #1 market in the country doing radio to the point where you can go, this is fantastic. Holy shit. You're beaten up the ladder.
Yeah.
They beat you up the ladder. So by the time you get to the top rung of whatever career you're in, you've been beaten so much that you're just like, this is it?
Yeah.
Great.
I just, along those, I just came back. I've been, I rarely go to Los Angeles anymore because it just doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense to me. We're going to go out. We're going to go what? We're going to have a meeting? Okay, what are we going to meet about? So we go out there. And every year,
meeting. Really?
Meeting.
You know, and initially,
years ago, a meeting in L.A. would have been like,
I got a meeting.
I gotta get
not only that, I'm buying my own plane ticket. I'm broke and I'm buying the ticket. I don't even have a credit card
anymore.
Oh boy, here it's gonna happen. And I get in there, and they, so for 15 years, I would think for 2 shows a year. We pitch. I pitch 2 fucking shows a year. 30 shows. Of them, one has seen the light of day, and it's like the last 6 years. It's like that. Oh, now that we really have got you. Now we're going to bring you in here. This is a no-brainer. Well, so we work. You going to do it? Nah, we're not going to do it. So after the last 7 years of getting it, I finally go. I don't, they talk to the agent. I go, this is gonna, you want to come out, you have something no, I don't have anything. I don't care. Why am I going to come out there? I don't get rejection anywhere else in my life. If I want rejection, my mother is still alive. I can call her.
And agents have no sense of your human, the pain of a human, which is like, they think the question you ask is like, you want to come out to this meeting? Do they know me? They think that's do they even know?
Yeah, do they even know
me?
Who I am?
Do they like me? Are they really trying to do something? Do they fucking care? I went to a telepictures meeting. And I walked out of
we did
telepictures.
Even we did a few of those.
I walked out of 3 meetings in my life. Telepictures was one of them. Where I go, you don't even know who the fuck because I said, I go, Anderson Cooper, and then that ended it because they go, you don't think Anderson Cooper's riveting? I think he's a fucking
riveting
bore.
Yeah.
To me,
riveting.
But no offense to the guy. It's like that's my. I go. I'd rather watch Bill O'Reilly. You like and here's why I got nigga paranoia. She goes, oh,
that's funny, I do too.
She goes, oh, so you like polarizing people. I said I know what that means in white world. That shit means I like people that cause trouble. Like, no. the guy is more interesting than this fucking other guy.
Yeah, that's all you're saying.
I'm not stupid. Yeah. You call me stupid because you think you're using words that niggas don't understand. But that's where you're
polarizing.
You polarizing.
Oh, is that like a polar bear?
But it ain't even a white and black thing.
No.
It just you just start going crazy. It drives you insane.
Yeah.
Because you're going, dude. I don't like I told you, the roast. I came out and it was, the pre-intro thing. Anthony Jeselnik, woo! Patrice O'Neal, clap. What? I said, do you know who I fucking am? Yeah. I'm a somebody somewhere. Are you telling me that I'm going to have to prove myself on this shitty roast? And something's on the line?
Yeah.
I got something on the line?
You can
I'm
only...
going to take a 5-year backwards jump if I suck on this roast?
You can only lose.
And you're not going to take a step forward.
You can only lose in that situation.
Yeah. And I get a million tweets that say, good job, but... This bitch, supposedly this bitch is famous for the roast, and I like to can I show run some on VH1 free, motherfucker? I want to just do my own shit.
Yeah, didn't Whitney Cummings do like 3 roasts or something, and all of a sudden became like the fucking shit?
And Lisa. Yeah. Lisa got big time. She got big time off them roasts.
Yeah.
And you don't want to go on there with those intentions, but you go on those things.
Well, all of
and
that,
and you go, I want to just do a good job. Yeah. And you go, whoo, I did a good job. And then you go, all right, I'm going to prepare for fame to call.
Yeah, here's the phone call.
Because that's what it's supposed to do. I'm going to handle this with some type of dignity.
Dignity and decorum.
People are confused out there, though, because they think you being on the roast is fame.
No. I tell you
why. But you're confusing some people out there.
Here's the game.
People are saying, "Holy shit, you got picked for the Charlie Sheen roast. That's fame."
This is the thing.
That's why you got to explain
This is where Twitter fucks up everything.
That's because I couldn't do it.
He said no, and David Towne said no. Thank you, Lewis. It's because there's the people and then there's the business. Within the comedy business, I'm known.
Yeah.
Because people would congratulate me that know me already as if I was new. So I was like, well, thanks, motherfucker, that seen me kill 17,000 times.
Yeah.
But the roast validates you. But to the people, it's like, whoa, he's on the roast. But the machine already knows you. Yeah. But are they going to back you to tell people? This is what fucks you up. You want the people to think more for themselves. You want them to go, there's a few that go, Patrice is famous. Fuck if he is or not. Then there's people that go, he's not famous because no one's telling me he's fucking famous. It's as simple as that.
For yourself.
So there's a lot of frustration going on because you wanted to be in control of the people. If it was the masses, a lot of us would be okay. But it's not the masses aren't in control.
All right, let me go with that. So, question for both of you guys. Where is the fame line for you guys? So many people would look at you and Lewis Black. You're fucking famous.
Lewis Black's more famous.
All right, then let's go with you, Patrice. Having your own show, a solid role in a movie. Where is the fame line for you? Where you go, I'm famous
is when I know that nobody in a suit can control my destiny. So, I mean, from the outside looking in, I think Lewis Black is that, where he can go anywhere and sell out 5,000 seater. He's in control because the people are keeping him up. And so as long as he stays relevant and he is good to his fans, he controls his destiny. I need something to make me pop so I can control my destiny at clubs.
You need this shitty show. Look at Patrice like,
why do you think he's up this early?
Right. And my right eye is fucking, I'm blind in my right eye right now. My eye ain't woke up yet. I'm sitting there like, I got to plug these shows.
For Helium this weekend.
For Helium. And I mean, there's decent numbers, but it's like, what the fuck does it, you don't even know when fame's going to fucking go. I don't know.
You don't want to have to work so hard to get the people in the seats.
That's the main thing. You don't want to have to work too hard You go, just come on out, but it's just, people have to be told what to do.
There are a Patrice O'Neal ticket is a no-brainer, but for some reason it's not at that point.
Because there are people that book gigs and they don't have to do anything, and it's sold out within
but I mean,
minutes.
like,
It's done.
Well, a lot of it has to do with, like, the difference is that, like Chelsea Handler says, I'm going on tour with Hootie and Schmatty. Boom, done. It's, the tickets go.
And Hootie and Schmatty?
Yes, Hootie.
I did a club somewhere in Florida. I remain nameless, the club.
Yeah.
But Hootie and Schmatty, he goes the biggest game in town. Because I told her it was an ice storm last year when I was going to Houston. And the guy that ran Houston Improv I go, man, I don't want to fly in an ice storm, sir. Can you push this back? And my special comes out next week.
Yeah.
And hopefully, maybe I can sell more tickets than I might sell this week.
Right, exactly.
He goes, And I go, well, what's that mean?
What?
He goes, only thing that's big now on the road is Chelsea Handler. If you're a Chelsea Handler comic, you sell out. That's the game. And they hey, if you're on Chelsea Handler, Jack, it's a pop.
So it doesn't matter who you are, you just got your dumb name, and you hook up with her. And then you instantly get
she's powerful.
Fucking sell seats.
Sorry that you hooked up with us.
But here's the thing. I promised.
Yeah, really.
I made promises to myself. I made promises to myself. I said I will never do anything again to help my career that I'm going to have
regrets for.
No, that I'm going to have.
Have to owe.
No.
Okay.
We'll try. That I'm going to fuck up their thing where I resent doing it, but I'm doing it because it helps my career, but my resentment shines through.
Right.
So I think I would resent doing Chelsea Handler so much I couldn't.
You wouldn't be able to hold it in?
I wouldn't be able to sit there with whoever her people are and be at one with them. And so I said, why go in there and embarrass myself?
But that's the whole thing of the world. Breaking the fame barrier. You have to fucking eat that shit.
But I enjoy doing this show.
But he's eaten enough shit. I mean, he's already eaten, but we've eaten pounds of it.
Yeah. That's what makes it. It's like I come here, but it's like, but it's the synergy of you just get to see people you like.
That's true. Yeah.
I know there's a way in this business you could be around people you like. I did it once with Tough Crowd. Yep. I was around people I truly liked.
Right, that was great.
And it was fun. Yeah. I had so much fun doing that.
It's got to drive you nuts that the comics on Chelsea Handler, you guys blow out of the fucking water. And they're selling so many more tickets.
But it's not. I don't know how you guys deal with that. Them. It's the business.
I don't need to name names. You could watch yourself and you could say for yourself.
I hate the people too because they should know.
They should just know.
You fucking don't know that isn't fucking good. When I see some certain comics, and especially comics that are popular in the South and the Midwest, and just filling up arenas with drivel. It's so frustrating, and you see a smart, funny, fucking relevant comic that like is legitimately making you laugh, and you're like, why is this guy working so hard?
Can I give you one more another thing I have started to notice too, and this is all to keep me from committing,
committing either murder or suicide.
Murder or suicide. One more pill than I should take.
All right.
Just popping a Viagra and just die like exploding hard while I'm fucking. You do need an audience.
Yeah.
And when I say you need a specific audience, because there's no famous comics who are who have this arbitrary audience. Like I would say, Lewis has a smarter, older, politically fucking savvy audience with a mixture of people who are there because he's famous. So it's like that's the people. Mm-hmm. Larry the Cable Guy got all rednecks. Yep. Kevin Hart got all niggas. Mm-hmm. and when I say niggas, it's like Kevin Hart got all the people Cat Williams left when he bounced. Mm-hmm. Chris Rock got the other black people. That like the black people go, I ain't fucking with them niggas. I ain't going to a Kevin Hart show. I'm gonna get robbed. I'm going to a Chris Rock show because that's some other motherfuckers. It is what it is. Dane had, but he's getting older. But Dane had all the college kids. Yep. He got, now that's who Daniel Tosh got.
Yep.
There's groups. There's no just arbitrary.
Everyone goes.
Oh, I'm just a fan of this guy because that's where you get me. where it's just like, oh, I got a few black people, I got some niggas, got some black people, got some crackers, got some white people, got some idiots, got some intellects.
Reagan had a lot of diverse crowd.
Reagan did. I have a weird, the weirdest
crowd.
thing about my crowd is at 12 years old to 80.
Yeah.
I got a family. I have families come.
Which is
I'm
odd.
the weirdest family comic in the history of this country.
That's because of those commercials.
No, it started way before the
chasing
commercials.
after that crab, man. I mean,
that crab was a life changer. I put Aruba back on the map.
You certainly did.
Yeah, I said, hey, it was like I felt like when they came up with that next murder. I went, oh, good. I went, oh, here's an island you can go to. Here's a good place to kill somebody.
I truly.
And there's a crab.
I truly love those commercials.
Oh,
well played, sir. Well played. We got to talk to Lewis about politics before we get out of here. A little bit. Come on.
Shit, look at the time already.
Where are you at with everything, Lewis? We haven't seen
What are you thinking about? The Republican candidates. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking this is like I've never imagined reaching this point in time.
Really?
Where, look, but really, Rick Perry, really.
You don't like I think he looks presidential.
He looks, he's white. What an asshole. What an asshole you are. He looks presidential.
He looks presidential. He's got the salt and pepper hair.
You won't even spend money if it had Obama's face on it, motherfucker.
If the day Obama has money with his face on it, I won't have any fucking money. That's it. Believe me.
Credit cards for
nothing to spend. There won't be any to spend. And we might as well put his fucking face on it for what it's worth.
Oh, boy.
Print up some more.
Well,
Print up some more.
Wait a sec. Wait.
Yes, sir.
Let's calm down. Because,
let's all remember I called out Yemen first.
You were.
Back in the 90s.
Seriously, you're absolutely right. And it's come to be.
You laughed about that one.
And it's come to be.
You had a big laugh over that, Lewis.
But anyway.
Look, it's for a group of people not to tax rich people at this point. To say that if you don't tax rich people and to call it class warfare, go fuck yourselves, okay? Go fuck yourselves. Class warfare? What kind of planet do you live on to think the tax? It's not. First off, it's not war. The concept since 2001 is don't use words you shouldn't be using. It's not warfare. You don't shoot somebody. It's not like you got a gun to their heads. It's called sacrifice. These pricks stand there and they go, well, it's great. These troops, the wonderful work that they're doing for us for $25,000. They come back, they give them, okay, we're going to put a plate in your head and go fuck yourself. But meanwhile, douchebag is giving, he's got his fucking yacht and his hoo-ha. But they're job creators? My dick, they're job creators. Their company is a job. That's the job. Companies create jobs. People, I'm doing well. I'm not a job creator. I got a company that hires people. Fucking get a grip on it. I looked at my taxes yesterday. I signed my personal income taxes. Fine. Whatever they want, take it. Fucking, we got to build. We got fucking Christie's not going to build another bridge in here because you can't afford it. Fuck you. You build it now. What are we doing?
Yeah, but why should we be taxed on that when
what
they
do
can't
you
even
mean?
run?
It's 3% they're asking. That's 1% more than 2% milk.
Do you have any conspiracy theory stuff in you?
No. No, we are just fucking stupid.
I knew it. Every conspiracy is just stupidity.
It is. But that's smart.
But, Lewis, I think I'm already paying too much compared to the 50% of the people that aren't paying anything.
Wait a second.
Why?
But because you fell into shit.
But isn't that the American dream?
Shit.
That's the American dream, not the communist Soviet dream.
Oh, who dares? They're not even existing anymore, so don't even go there.
Exactly, so why should we go in that direction?
Taxation is not communism, you fucking idiot. It's a service. What planet are we living on?
But taxation,
it's service.
Taxation as a redistribution of wealth
Sit back,
is
it's been our
communism.
We've been doing that for fucking ever.
And I'm tired of it.
Oh, God, it's not hurting you. too.
It is too.
Well, then get a new shirt.
I see it as I'm already doing above and beyond my part.
Okay, all right.
And why should I keep doing more?
Wait, can I just say this?
Yes.
I don't. Again,
I'm really tired.
I'm sneaking. I'm just going to sneak this in.
Great rant.
Yeah. These taxes aren't going to anything except for to pay what the government owes the bank.
Right.
I mean.
Oh, I know that whole clusterfuck.
But why is this argument? It's almost like a baseless argument to go. You know all this money and who's getting to they're all trying to figure out is how to pay back this money that they owe through our blood.
Yeah.
So I'm saying, where's the argument? What argument is there? Everybody's getting robbed,
right,
somewhere or another.
Yeah.
So I don't understand where the passion is about who's in office and this and that, when I firmly believe at this point that the president is a tradition. Like a queen, like a turkey,
like
or a queen,
like a turkey.
I want to have a Thanksgiving. I want to have a Thanksgiving.
Turkey sucks.
With
We don't eat it any other time of the year.
Italian food,
Right.
no turkey.
Right.
Imagine
but
that.
people want a turkey, because the president's not a boss. He can't change anything.
No.
He can't live where he wants to live. He can't.
He can't move. Yeah.
He can't do anything that says he's leader. He's just somebody that makes us feel better, while the system continues to fuck us real bad. So I don't understand how you look past the actual fact of what it is, which is our fucking bank is not. It's a private bank.
In other words, why
that we borrow from? I don't understand.
In other words, why are me and Lewis arguing with each other?
Well, that's what they've got us doing.
When the enemy, or the real problem is that,
They
Lewis,
made us crazy.
I apologize, Lewis.
And I've always loved you.
I've always loved you,
Lewis, can I ask you something?
It's true. Well, it's good because you're one of the few people I can just yell at. Like, there's not a lot of people. There's not a lot of people.
I know. I love it, by the way.
You can't do that no more. You can't even do that with your real friends.
I love that. Do you trust the government? And as far as how they spend our money? That's my problem. It's like, all right, we end up giving more money toward the government for taxes.
Here's what
and then my problem is I don't trust that they're going to fucking spend it properly.
Well, here's my basic problem with where we are now is you can't have a war for 10 years that you don't pay for.
Right.
Okay, you just can't I don't care what it costs. You can't turn to the American people and go, hey, this is a freebie. No country on the planet Earth has ever gone to war without, and I don't care who you tax or how but all he had to say way back when is it's time for us to sacrifice. I'd have been in. If we're going to go do this, we got to do it. But we haven't done it. And there's where it begins, and then it just goes into other levels of madness. But what we do in the end is try. What makes me psychotic is that we don't make anything. We make money. The whole concept is to make. Why can't Walmart fucking make their 2%? And if Walmart doesn't make 3%, it's a tragedy. They made their stinking 2%. They didn't reach the other level, and so you end up pushing and pushing and pushing the button to try to make more. Well, why don't you just bring it down a little? I'll pay $1 more for a goddamn coffee cup or whatever the fuck it is, so that it's made by an American. How tough is that? And then you're out of your tax structure. Think outside the box.
If it's $1 more.
I would say that.
So we need the help of these big companies, obviously.
Yes, we do.
If you went back to just American-made shit, a little bit more dough, but we would just be okay. But
people are so fucking selfish about paying more.
I'm so anti the idea of the war. Every single war we've been in. 20 years later, we go, oh, yeah, we went to that war, but it was based on a lie.
That was fucked
up. Now, there's another 10 years that's going to go by before we go, oh, yeah, Afghanistan, yeah, it's based on. Yeah.
Well, we'll be there.
Yeah,
we'll still be there. Right?
But that's what I'm saying. At this point, we're in a baseless war. But it's admitted to be that. But they go, oh, we're still there doing what we're doing. And my thing is, I go, Obama, when he first got in office, he closed Guantanamo Bay somehow. Like that's what I thought he signed or some shit. I was like, oh, okay.
They're still there.
And they're still there.
Yeah, I'm playing there, by the way.
Oh, nice. Are you really?
I'm going to go to Gitmo, as I like to say, Gitmo.
Can we go now?
I'm going to Gitmo.
That's considered American.
Yeah, we can go there.
Lewis, where are you at with Obama? Did you vote for him? Or
no, well, I mean, I said in my act that what he offered me was hope, and I'm too fucking old for hope. I haven't got time for hope. I've been through my hope, and you know what? I got fucking, ass raped over my hope.
Up the ass.
I mean, come on.
I saw something.
I said about him, and it's absolutely come to pass that what I was going to get from him, which I thought was at least a step in the right direction, and this was all I was going to hope for, was someone who spoke in paragraphs, and that would be exciting for me. And I got and pretty much that's what's come to be.
He doesn't look like a leader anymore, does he?
Well, he's kind of he didn't put his foot down when he should have put it down. And I think that going after health care, as much as I agree with it, it was a mistake.
And this country underestimated racism.
Really? I don't think
underestimated.
He got voted in by a lot of fucking white people.
Did he really?
Yeah.
A lot of white people. They underestimated the fact that white people thought they might have been ready for a black boss. And I'm going to tell you where he lost it for me is when he invited that fucking cop from Cambridge to have a fucking beer.
Wow, that's early in his tenure.
When he said, it's just like, you don't fucking, George Bush would have told somebody to suck his dick. And that's what he should have said. I'm not going to fucking I'm going to change my shit for this fucking.
He lost it to me with Barack Obama.
That's his purpose to me was to make sure that we're just arguing about horse shit, that black people will not accept that he's not doing anything because white people hate him. And that's what he's in place for. And I think the intensity of why people don't like him is why it's getting dangerous, because I think the plan was to keep him in for 2 terms.
Oh, yeah.
Why all this other horse shit that he got nothing to do with is going on. So just to keep people focused on either hating each other or extra loving him, or he was a guy that was the ultimate fucking distraction. Yeah. And I think it's not with the internet and Twitter and this and that. I think the information that people have in their hand makes it very difficult. And that's why that WikiLeaks guy is getting a lot of trouble, because I think the information that people are getting is more dangerous now, because they don't need the news to tell them.
That sounds very again, I won't say conspiracy sounding, but it's based on stupidity. Like people are too stupid to think that much into it. I like what Lewis said. I think if Obama would have taken the 2 years when he had the majority and had his own fucking everything, he should have laid off on the healthcare thing and gotten a few other smaller things done, so he had a base to build on, instead of spending the 2 fucking years where he had carte blanche with Congress going after the healthcare plan. He could have done a lot of smaller things.
But do you think that this is his plan, though, Anthony?
Yeah, I do.
I don't think, like you said, I agree with you, but I'm going to add this. I agree that people are stupid.
Yeah.
But I don't agree.
I think we all can.
I don't agree.
Some in this very room.
I don't think the people that are dealing with him in these rooms and dealing with what they're doing in these generals, and I don't think they're stupid. I think they know people are stupid, and they're doing things. I mean, the government runs every industry in this motherfucking country.
But
that's almost fascism. I mean, they run the cars, they run real estate, they run health care. That's what this whole thing is. So they control all free industry, and that's a big fucking deal. And the people might be dumb, but they're dumb.
The government doesn't control anything. Government sets down some kind of hoo-ha. Meanwhile, you've got.
Well, if I give you $20 million and you owe it to me. Don't I own you?
No, because they don't. Because you know what they're doing in Detroit? They're sitting around going, who gives a shit? And they're sending the money, and the money's going back. I think the healthcare industry. Seriously, if the government was running the healthcare industry, I think that the healthcare industry gives the government a lot of fucking money, and the government sits around and goes, "Okay, I'll suck that healthcare cock." We're paying twice what we paid for for health insurance in 2001. It went up 9% the other day. It's like madness. I get those. I have 3 unions I'm involved. I got 3 fucking unions I'm involved with, right? And does any of do they pay a bill? No, they don't pay a bill. They don't give a shit.
No.
And this is when it kind of blew my mind, because I've been watching the copays of my thing, and it used to be when I first got the copay, it was like, son of a bitch, really, for Lipitor? my heart be pure. It's like $6. Now it's like, it's all gone up. It went from like I was paying, let's say, $65, $70 a month 2 years ago, which is, I think, reasonable for the amount of shit I'm imbibing in order to keep this fucking structure of mine going. And then now it's up to $180, and I'm thinking. And I'm thinking back to when I was broke, which was for a long time, and I'm going, 180.
Who the fuck can afford this?
Who can afford that? No. And that's just me. And I don't have the kids.
That shit. How is that fair?
They're making up numbers. Where the fuck do they think people get this money?
You might as well have no health insurance.
Mm-hmm. The Lincoln and Holland Tunnel.
Dice.
From 4 to 8, from 8 to 12. $4 times 5 if you're going to work. That's $20
every day.
That's $80 a month. Where the fuck is an extra $80 a month? Because now you paying your thing, but now you still got to eat lunch, and you still got to...
And they're broke. They're still fucking broke.
Yeah.
Do they complain, we can need money for this? It's like, you watch the traffic go through one fucking tunnel in an hour.
How do you fuck up
try to figure out how much money just came through?
Yeah.
And they still are like, we went over the budget. We're down a few $million.
Not only that, but when they really started it, when they first came up with that Easy Pass, so they're getting money in advance. Hello, you haven't figured out how to invest that, you fucking morons?
They're idiot. And this again is
a big number in advance.
Government agencies,
but Louis,
like that.
You think that shit is... Hello, they don't know what they do. It's fucking...
It's crime.
Give me your money, because we owe people. We owe it. Or we're stealing
it's already fucking...
It's not something they're going... Boy, we made a bad investment. These motherfuckers are stealing.
I think
there's nothing we can do about it.
I think they are fucking using that money and spending it on projects that are favors for other people in other districts. This is supposed to be, look, I pay money for to go through the tunnel. There's a pothole in the tunnel. Part of my money fills the fucking pothole. Thank you. That's how it should work. It shouldn't go to this guy in Brooklyn who's building a fucking office park because he blew the guy in the TSA, so now he gets a favor from the... No, I don't want to pay for it.
The major one was when you go over to Iraq and Afghanistan and you see... And Cheney, I said Cheney was the...
Lawn?
Really. And actually, Lon Chaney's heart is probably better and he's dead. Cheney's with Halliburton, right? So that's his company, right? And see, I'm going to go, we're going to put it's going to be in private trust, and I'll be the vice president, I won't touch it, and there will be no, there'll be no favoritism. So you go there, and it is all Halliburton. It was crazy. It's the amount of people the amount of money pumping in, and they're paying, and this is where it's where the American companies, and I think, shouldn't be allowed to pull their shit in part, is that, they had all of the SUVs that they had bases in various cities, and, those were Hertz, rent-a-cars. Now you buy the fucking car and have a motor pool like they did, like they used to have.
The old days,
or why they're serving the people serving food are hired by Halliburton, so they're making a profit off of the fucking serving food to the troops. You fucking got a fucking massive unemployment. Get 10 schmucks, show them how to fucking cook a fucking egg, and get them over there.
So this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm listening to now. It says there's no stupidity. It's fucked upness.
They're stealing.
It's blatant foulness.
I agree
and they know what they're doing. We don't know what we're doing. When the fuck is what's it gonna take? not that I want to start anything.
Yeah. See?
But what is
That's it right there. You just said it.
What is it going to take?
When you're willing to start something.
It's happening. Occupy Wall Street. It's going down, right, Lewis?
It is.
It's going down, Lewis.
All 60 of them.
They're not ready. When you, Patrice, are ready, that's when it'll happen. Because getting some, the youth are out there protesting. You know what happened? The police are literally saying, can you please move? Thank you. And they're saying, yeah, we're just like those Egyptian kids. No, the Egyptian kids have their friend headless next to them, bleeding in the street, and they're making a difference. These idiots are just blocking traffic.
Yeah.
When Patrice is ready to go, look, what is it going to take? And I'm not willing to start anything. When you are willing to go,
when I say that, though, I'm basing it on the fact is I'm just saying some shit right now, in terms of thinking about it.
You don't want anybody hearing you that might take things differently. That's it. When you're brave enough.
I didn't know anything at 20. Like, meaning this, when I might have. Before my feet swelled up, if I walk a mile and a half.
Holy shit. You'd have been a treat in
before
summer.
I knew what gout was.
Guess you won't be joining us for the revolution.
A quarter mile.
I laugh at gout.
We
when I was
will overcome. Fuck this, my feet hurt.
before there was AskTheMedic.com. Oh shit, my eyes hurt.
Can I get a ride for half the march, please?
It's like,
I'll get out halfway and start my march.
You didn't know it takes a fucking real special young person to fucking do it. It takes John Connor. It takes John Connor in this motherfucker, man.
You look all over the world when you see real revolution happening. It's old motherfuckers, too. And they're shooting fucking rockets. They can barely stand up from the fucking kick it's given. They're old bearded motherfuckers and kids throwing rocks at tanks.
I want to tell you something about your people.
Yeah.
With the murder of Bin Laden.
The Klan? Which one are we talking about?
The Klan.
I don't consider Anthony the Klan, but I do consider him
willing to learn.
An upper class cracker in the hills.
Yeah.
The target practice guys. You know what I mean?
I love shooting targets.
I think when they killed Bin Laden, basically what they were doing is killing Al Qaeda.
Yeah, chopping.
But now Napolitano. If that's her name, she is now people. The big people they're after are your people to take their guns and shit. Now, when I was 20, did I give a fuck about the right to bear arms? No, I didn't understand it. I don't give a fuck. And then I think about crackers in the hills who are trying to not pay taxes, who are trying to be free, but they always paint those people as an image of racism and hating me, that I would never join their mindset. But as you get older and you're reading, you go, holy shit, here's the importance of the right to bear arms. So they're going after the people in this country who fucking bear arms. Not me, because everybody and everybody like me got a felony conviction, so I can't have a fucking legal gun any motherfucking way. So they're going after...
says that pretty casually.
Any motherfucking
Lewis is trying to catch his breath.
But they are. And if you read some of those
going after you. They're going after those guys that these Constitution guys.
If you read some of the Jefferson era politicians and statesmen, if you read some of their quotes, it's an amazing display of the second we start fucking up, please kill us. That's pretty much what Jefferson was saying. Now, Jefferson and those founding fathers that the politicians all love putting up on the pedestals and talking about, when you read what they literally meant,
you guys
it's
are
when
so insane.
When we start fucking up your freedoms, please get rid of us, is what they said.
And then, you know what I want to do? You know what I really want to see more than I want to see what's going on now? Is for people, is to get those crackers out of the hills, shooting willy-nilly, and whatever vague government.
Crackers up in the hills.
Shooting willy-nilly at anyone who might be in charge.
Reverend,
watch that whole thing. I'd like to see just a bit of revolution here, and basically it would be. I can't even imagine.
I couldn't either. People aren't. I think they've geared this nation up where it's almost impossible to have that type of revolution here. We aren't
We
but that's why they're going after the guys that would do it. Those motherfuckers would do it.
Yeah, but you know what it is? It's not that there's so few and far between. Most of America, it would be like trying to run a fucking cow in a thoroughbred horse race. And if the American
I bet
is
you
the cow.
Wyoming has a fucking. I bet you they have more than you think. Those motherfuckers.
I don't think they're.
No, I've been through Wyoming.
With a 30-30 rifle.
No, they ain't
everyone
got
loves their
shit.
guns and stuff, but I don't see a big organized.
Wyoming, they're not even there. Fucking, fuck no. Boy, I've driven through sections of this country, and you go. This is
the big square states.
You kind of go out there, and you drive, and there is not shit there. Shit. Nothing.
Yeah. That's why they make them square.
An exit that's basically one of the, here's an exit and it goes, there, and the sign basically says there's nothing here.
Yeah.
You drive for miles without a service stop.
Maybe it's just you. Maybe they're all ducking down when you pass by and go, hide till the Jew gets by.
Yeah, really.
Hide, quick. And then they pop back up with their guns, crackers in the hills.
When they got to warn you a million times to fill up on gas because it's the last gas station for the next 1,000 miles or whatever.
No, there's nothing out there.
Yeah.
Boy, is there nothing out there. I think we could move a lot of people out there. That could be.
I don't.
According to your two theories. According to you, you'll be moving there next. You'll be standing out back shooting a paper target, and the next thing you know, you wake up in the middle of Wyoming.
What happened? I'm in a militia. I don't know. I see it as we're not built for that type of revolution that you see happening around the world.
Not yet. No. It's got to get worse.
Yeah, we're so comfortable.
What would be the worst, though?
I don't know. It's got to continue down this road for a while.
When it's not comfortable. When you go home.
We bitch a lot, but it's still comfortable.
Even the impoverished people, they could turn that faucet and the water comes out. Flip a switch, the lights come on. Maybe their power got shut off, but their power got shut off. The power isn't shut off. When shit really starts falling apart, and enough people don't have, if I go to turn my water on and that doesn't come on, 2 days later, I'm starting to shoot people. That's just how it's going to be.
Just 2 days.
And that's it. But that's how it's going to be.
Get some bottled water. Relax.
Get some fucking Poland Springs.
At least get a case of bottled water.
Homicidal maniac.
Well, how long you think without all provisions will it take?
3 days.
3 days.
3 days.
Oh, see, anarchy is different from revolt, though. Anarchy is just, I'm going to come in and steal your shit.
Right.
I'm talking about we're together and we go,
but it might take that,
fucking us.
It might take that to change shit. Like a complete breakdown of society. Whatever brings it. Brings it. A fucking weird earthquake, tsunami, but it has to be nationwide. We're very kind of If LA
I really wish you
two
would publish this analysis.
I'm working on it. It's actually a play I thought of 30 years ago.
It needs to be written.
It's opening for Crackers in the Hills. It's a new play I wrote called Crackers in the Hills.
All right.
But there will be some shit hitting the fan. I mean, I think
there's got to be at some point.
Shit, there'll be rioting here. I mean, I don't think what we saw.
It's just a matter
you
of time.
think rioting?
Oh, fuck yeah.
Oh, yeah. Fuck yeah. 46 million poor. You got to be kidding yourself. It's a lot of fucking people who are taken in the ass, and they're more than that.
They're getting everything they fucking need. They see the lines in Philly, the fucking thousands of people in line for fucking food stamps for food they allegedly lost in the hurricane Irene, and it's people that fucking never even got affected by the storm.
Can they just have some fucking food?
No. Because they're fucking one woman, they had her on the news, and she's going, they ain't doing the right thing. It's like, fuck you, man, they're giving you free shit.
So
Stand in line, bitch.
You think the stupid news, okay, these are the stupid people.
Yeah.
That out of all the people, there was a woman there that goes, look, I need this to just supplement, man. I don't want to eat crayons and fucking glass. This is helping me to get an extra bit of something.
Those people are only on commercials.
They decide to show the one that makes fucking white people disgusted.
Look, let me tell you something.
God, you're right.
I've been waiting in line for.
I think you're right about that.
I want some fucking goddamn food motherfucking stamps up here. I can get some shoes at the bodega but they're not showing the person that's just trying to supplement.
That really needs it.
That's supplementing a fucking shitty economy,
I didn't say everybody that was there was.
You did, motherfucker. You didn't give a fuck.
Let me retract.
my jaw locked.
Let me
Louis
make
can
a
finally talk
retraction.
again.
I did not mean to say everybody there was on the fucking take, and it wasn't justified, okay?
All right, thank you.
But in any system where people are given things, charity is what I call it, there will be people that take advantage.
Also, it's to
There's
keep...
not a person
it's to
alive
keep
that wouldn't take advantage of shit.
that charity...
Take advantage. Of course.
Your home...
Yeah.
From being
robbed?
fucking picked up and tipped upside down.
Oh, good. It's nice to be extorted from. That's great. So
That's
it's extortion.
not extortion.
So the mob is coming saying, pay me or I'll fucking break your legs.
It's these dummies.
Oh, that's great.
It's these supposedly stupid people who are doing this that knows
He's lost his mind.
there's some
Mussolini.
fucking...
He lost his mind 2 years ago.
Mussolini! All right, Stalin. Louis called me Mussolini.
And he fucking gave me the respect to not say Hitler. At least he gave me the one that's lesser fucking evil.
Yeah, much less.
He wouldn't give me the fucking dignity to call me Hitler.
I mean, you ain't no Hitler, motherfucker, but
Mussolini.
you a Mussolini up in this
Mussolini would have been.
That is fucking funny.
We got Morgan in Houston, very mad at Anthony.
God
Kids
damn.
only on Wall Street, Ant. There were 700 pilots there too, dummy, and the cops are beating those kids. Do some research and
up.
change
The
your
cops
TV
are-
off Fox News, you tool.
Fuck you, you cocksucker. What I'm saying is the cops are being so courteous to the children down there. And if there were pilots down there, what?
Well, wait a minute. Okay,
Even
look,
talking about-
just on the other side of the coin there, you got to imagine that they just happen to be standing across the street from the people a while ago you were saying who were, those Goldman Sachs.
Oh, again. Now who's generalizing and saying everybody?
Wait a sec.
Okay.
I didn't say everybody. I said they're standing across the street from the people that you said just a few minutes ago, or it now seems like a decade ago because I have not recovered from your last diatribe.
His jaw's still locking up.
But basically, these people who Jimmy rigged the system. So I mean, it's not that
Jimmy rigged it.
Yeah, I mean they rigged the system. I mean Goldman Sachs. How who created? They did a certain amount. There's a certain amount of criminal behavior involved in not everybody, but a ton of those guys were involved. You sell mortgages to people and then feel the mortgages are shitty and bet against the mortgages.
I know, but when there are people down there with signs that say capitalism doesn't work and get rid of Wall Street, it's like really. So when you're tweeting your fucking friends about what a great time you're having protesting on Wall Street, how about Apple? That's a company that's making a fuckload of money by outsourcing their jobs to China and Japan. What the fuck? But you're using all of their products to show the world what you're doing. Isn't that a little hypocritical? They go home at night. Everything they're wearing and using is a publicly traded fucking business on Wall Street. Get rid of it, man! They wouldn't live a day without their fucking phone and computer. They'd be crying.
Yeah, all right, you aging fuck. Boy, oh boy, what a terrifying thing to have kids who kind of expressing themselves the way you might do when you're under the
expressing
age of
themselves.
25.
They want a YouTube video of a cop fucking spraying mace. That's what they want. That's the number one. That's their number one objective.
They're all young movie makers.
They want a YouTube fucking video.
Oh man,
yes. Young Spielberg wants his fucking 3 million views. Louis.
Wow. They all just got iMovie. That's it.
Anthony, shut the fuck up. Just
listen to Louis. Listen to Louis for a second.
I've been listening. Holy shit.
Louis has got knowledge.
He's driving me to fucking Wyoming.
Yeah,
Louis.
You'll last there for about 8 minutes. Talk about being out of your element.
Give Louis a chance here. What's your thought on this, Louis?
My thought on what?
What Ann was saying and the whole I could
barely respond to it. It's like he took my central nervous system and squeezed it until I was squeezed it dry. I have never heard. It's way beyond. I mean, I would actually. I mean, you make Bill O'Reilly look like a day at the fucking beach.
They're all aspiring movie makers.
Oh boy, did he slap you down?
The second the police weren't saying please or thank you, they all had their fucking phones up, videoing the police doing what I say is an amazingly restrained job.
I think the
corralling
cops.
them.
I think the cops have been good, and I don't think there's been, from what I gather, a lot of.
30 years ago, they'd had a piece of wood up against their fucking heads, and they're complaining.
That was only. Well, here's the reason: 30 years ago, because back then cops had no clue as to what to do when people were when you had a bunch of 20-year-olds like myself going berserk. Well, no, I wasn't 20 then.
Yeah,
40. It was 40
shaved
years
a few
ago.
off, didn't you?
Oh boy, did I shave! I can't shave fucking enough off.
Lewis does actually look kind of disturbed. Like he's just like,
I know.
He really goes. He's
I
really
think I totally fucked up your day.
Oh no, you made it. I'll be able, but it's like, it's going to come back in a dream state. I'm going to have you standing haranguing a crowd of Italians.
You mix. Anthony mixes like comfortable and just screaming racist. You have
delicate
poor man's racism.
Poor man's racism.
It's not fucking like a rich guy's enjoyable life racism, man.
No,
it really isn't. It's still fury.
Yeah.
We're going to need you in the big thing.
I know.
That's fucking revolt.
Anthony has a lot of anger.
I'm raring to go.
We need that's
For a guy
what we
that's
need.
well off, he's got a lot of anger behind
I
him.
get angry at people that like the way Lewis is angry at me for what I say, and I don't mean angry at me.
Who was you
I don't
mad
mean
at when
angry
you was
at
a
me.
tin knocker?
But I mean.
That's a good
when I was a
question.
tin knocker?
Good question.
Who was I mad at? Let me see. Myself for not staying in fucking school and maybe doing something that would get me out of the shit job I was in. I think that was the person I was most mad at was myself. Because I fucked up, and I looked back and thought, God, I could have done this, that, and I realized I had completely fucking
Because I think
cheesed my life
that's
up.
another part of why it probably won't be a revolt ever, is that this country always has a lottery feel, like you can, even
like
though
you might make
you
it.
might make it somehow.
It's that hope word.
Oh yeah, it's it's how they can get poor people to believe you don't tax rich people, because it's going to happen to me tomorrow. Oh boy, I'm going to walk right into shit. I'm going to walk out my door.
I want to be taxed on the money I'm going to win tomorrow.
Yeah, really, no kidding.
I hate to be the bad guy, but we got to get Lewis out of here.
Yeah.
We got an interview with Raw Dog that they're waiting for.
Oh, shit.
There
you go.
Here's the deal with Lewis Black. The Prophet, new album in stores. I'm going to fucking pick this up.
Lewis is fantastic.
And I'll pay
man.
for it, Lewis. I'm not going to download it.
I would have brought
for
one,
free.
but they fucked me.
No, I'll pay it. The Prophet's available now on iTunes. Fuck, Lewis has a new album out. I didn't know that. That's
It's
great.
a 1991 album. It's an album that basically I did in 1991 in a club in Boston.
Really, where?
Yeah.
Knicks?
No, I don't even remember.
You're doing anything new these days? Jesus.
It may not have even been in Boston.
Hold on.
He was done something.
But hold on, there's something
He's
there.
Lewis Black now. He's fucking getting retroactive fucking
No.
payment for what he should have got back then.
Exactly.
No, you're missing.
Thank you.
You're missing the point. Why did you decide to put out a show from 20 years ago?
Because I wanted
everything you
because
said then-
basically to say to people go, where did you come from? Well, there's where I fucking came from.
But are you saying shit in 1991 that is now happening?
No, I'm saying no. But basically, I was
But he's fucking
Well, that's why the Prophet.
Well, I mean, basically, if you look at the past, you see the future. Suck on that.
Oh, shit. I can't wait to get this
And
one. We'll have flying cars by
But
2000.
it wasn't to take advantage of making some money from a time when no one gave a fuck about it.
You're the man. Hey, and then Lewis is on Twitter, even though he hated Twitter last time he was in here. It's the Lewis Black on Twitter.
Yeah.
The Lewis Black. Let's get him a lot of followers today.
Yes.
All right, listen, Big Mama
Oh, my
Prod,
God.
Patrice O'Neal, Big Mama Prod's on Twitter.
Thanks,
Helium
Lewis.
Comedy Club starting tonight.
Yeah.
If those fucking shows aren't sold out, I don't know what else to do for you, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, what are you gonna do?
That fame should have sold out the fucking Helium Comedy Club for you at least.
My woman's only half white. I gotta marry a white bitch and fucking
Yeah.
and
Your
start
woman's
smiling.
half white?
Yeah, she got a white mama.
White Mama?
Yeah.
That makes a great mix because she's a
She's hot,
pretty
man.
girl, man.
Your woman is fucking hot.
She's a good girl too. She's more of
she
a
was
good girl than she is hot. She's hot.
She's hot.
But I like that she's a good girl.
She's an absolute
Definitely.
licker.
Yeah.
All right, listen, Drew Boogie came up. This is perfect for today. Me.
Oh, really?
The Me song. It's the Jim Norton emo song. Now, E-Rock told me the short version is good. But if you want to really fucking piss off people, play the long version.
Well, we have to play the long version.
That means the long version for you today, motherfuckers.
Less shit hour, too.
That's right.
You gotta be kidding me.
And I don't know, we might be here tomorrow, we might not, I don't know.
I would say...
Figure it out.
Yeah,
Guys,
we figure it out because I got to sleep.
Thank you, brother.
It's always a pleasure.
Patrice, always, man.
Fame's
Thank
calling
you.
today, brother. I feel it for Patrice. Fame is fucking calling today. Dust off that phone.
Stay by that phone. Thanks, man.
Here's Drew Boogies. That was the short version. We won't do the long. All right, let's go long.